Touching Tips, episode fucking 32.
Three?
Two?
Two?
Two.
I don't know.
32. I don't know.
Nobody knows.
I've watched 5 episodes.
Well, thanks.
All right, what's up?
I'm busy.
We got my boy Zach in the building. He came to check us finally. Everything's coming together on Touching Tips.
Yeah. My Naugatuck Valley brethren.
This
Yes.
was my my original three compadres when we were grinding together,
Yep.
saying that we should start this. So this is wonderful for everybody to be here.
Connecticut Valley boy.
Yeah. Bunch of fucking trash human beings in a
Yeah.
basement in Pawtucket.
Yeah.
It's the culmination of all of our lives.
So what are we gonna make like Zach introduce himself and
Yeah,
tell?
what do you want me
and
to do?
tell you got to tell us like
You gotta show your butthole.
you got to tell us what you've done in
Spread
the
my
industry.
starfish.
You got to let everybody know why you're.
How many jobs you've quit?
Oh, I probably have.
Yeah, take us on a trip. Take us on a.
I just want to
quit
preface.
more.
I want to preface your opening with just saying that like Zach, I think has quit more jobs in a 3-year period of time than I have in my entire life, and has done each one of them with like a flair and panache that like is unmatched. So,
Yeah, when you quit, you got to quit big because
Yeah.
you're never going back.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Hell
come on.
yeah.
And you still use them as references. That's what you do.
Yeah.
you dare people to call them.
Because we all met at 10 Steak and Sushi.
Yep.
But that was like, I was already about 5 restaurants jobs in there.
Yeah.
The only one that I actually kept good contact with is the one at the golf course in Naugatuck.
Yeah.
I could still go back there anytime because they're all trash human beings.
Yeah.
So
So you fit right in.
I kind of and I kind of use that as like, oh, I know hospitality.
Yeah. I know hospitality.
And I walked into 10 off the street, like in the middle of the day, and Jeremy had his stupid clown shoes on and his weird suits, and he's like, "Oh, this kid's gonna be great," and I just got it.
Yeah.
And that was a big mistake.
They regretted that.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I will say I do remember
I worked hard.
You did.
You did. I remember the first shift that they threw you back there with me. Like somebody had called out or sick or COVID rules or some shit. And I was just like, yo, man, you're going to have to step up. And you did what did you do? You did some funny shit. You took me being like, nah, don't do it like this. Do it like you took that all night long. You never gave me no grief about it. You did it. And I was like, this kid's fucking dope. And then,
I
this
thought
guy,
you hated me for like the
Nah.
longest too. Yeah, for
This
like
guy-
a week. I thought
this
you
guy came
absolutely
in.
hated me.
This guy came in on his birthday, right? And he had like a scepter and like a cape, like a royal
Yep.
cape or some shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, go over to that guy and be like, Your Highness or some shit. What can I? And he went like
I
fucking
put it
right over there and
down,
did it.
and he had
And
a
I was
cape
like,
and
this kid
a,
is
and
the
like
fucking
he had
man.
a crown on too, dude. He like
Yeah.
Like Macho Man, like Macho King Randy Savage style.
He had like what
Uh.
they give you when you win prom king.
Yeah.
yeah, it was like almost
Like,
a
yeah,
Burger
like
King
the-
crown.
right,
You know what I
right.
mean? Like,
Hey, hey.
No, he was definitely the other way, but yeah, he took it with he was.
What's wrong with the Burger King crown?
You don't know about the Burger
know
King,
No.
man?
What's up?
Oh
You
man.
know about that.
I mean, I know of the Burger King guy. Why? What's up with that?
Nah, he don't. He thinks we're talking about the actual king.
Yeah.
You don't know about the guy
You
that
know
he
the
got
guy
like,
in the airplane?
yeah, he got kicked off an airplane wearing
No,
a Burger King
I
crown.
do remember that guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
He was
okay.
like seething at the teeth. Just
yeah.
said a lot of.
Yeah.
Can't
He said
quote-
it.
You can't
I'm
quote
not saying
that
it.
one.
Yeah.
He said it with hate in his heart. He did.
I think he got kicked off 2 flights with the same Burger King crown on too.
He went back to
He
back,
went
huh?
ba- yeah,
Good for him.
there's 2 videos.
Bro, I had this guy. I had to interact with this man for 48 hours straight because he missed his flight and then he just drank at the bar until he just gave up living and went home. And then he came back the next day and I was like, "What's up, man? You got a new flight?" And he's like, "I already missed the one that I got put back on." I
He
was
missed
like,
it again?
he was like, "Yeah, I was sitting at the wrong gate." I'm like, "What?"
Jesus
That's
bro?
why I
Like,
can't do
Christ.
this job anymore because I feel obligated to call like the Alcohol Anonymous hotline and be like, "You got to come get this guy. I don't
Yeah.
know where he's going, but it's not.
Yeah.
The trip's not going
That
to end
is
well
the
for
crazy
him."
thing when people get hammered at the airport and when their flights get canceled, and you're like, well, how the fuck are you going to get home now? Like, you were
Yeah.
planning on sobering up on
Yeah,
a 4-hour plane
I was
ride.
gonna-
Now you're
yeah.
just going to go pass out in the passenger seat in the fucking garage.
Now, that's
like,
peak alcoholism because even as like a underage, I had a fake ID and I would sneak beers at the airport. You just flash it real quick to a server. You don't sit at the bar.
yeah.
Get a cute server. She'll
Yeah.
she'll look at it and give you a Heineken. I've never missed my plane. I've been close though.
Yeah. I've been paged. Like,
Oh,
when,
like
when,
With a pager.
when my boy and I went, no, like, on the, they called our names on the loudspeaker. Like we went out to go see what we thought was the last Tom Brady versus Peyton Manning game.
Yeah.
Like Patriots Broncos. We're the Pats fans on the road, and we're just fucking drinking at this high top, and it's like, attention, Ryan Wilk and my boy, you need to get on the plane right now.
We're
like, oh,
fucking
fuck.
leaving, dude.
Yeah.
I can't even believe they did that. I thought it was just kind of a scenario where it's
Yeah,
like,
I
if you're
thought
not
you just
fucking
get
here,
fucked.
fuck
yeah,
you.
I thought you. That's I've never
Nah, I
even
don't
been
know.
in that
It's like back.
situation.
This is how long ago is this? 10 years ago, probably longer than that. I don't even think I was married yet, but I don't know. They just if you were checked in, they would pay you. You know what I mean? Like they had your
Huh.
bags.
That's nice of them.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Yeah.
so
So,
it's
this
like-
is like after you like were already at the gate, and then you like left. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Can I just
We were drinking. We actually like the journey out of Denver is like hilarious. We like overbought weed. This is like when they first legalized buds.
Yeah.
So we got all this weed, and I'm like, yo, do we just give this to like the rental car girl? And my boy's like, fuck that. We're smoking all this shit. And I'm like, hell yeah. So we just like sat in this rental car and like fucking smoked chief weed for like fucking probably like 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Just rolling up,
Have
chiefing,
one after
rolling
another?
up, chiefing.
Yeah.
So we go to drop the rental car back off, and we're like, yo, there's no way that we're fucking airing this thing out. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, so then we fucking turned it back in, and the girl's like, be honest with me. Did you guys smoke in that car? And we're like,
No.
yeah.
Oh.
We did. And then my boy fucking pops the trunk, and we had went to Target high as fuck after we went to the dispensary, and we bought all this food. We never fucking ate it. Never tailgated. There were like steaks in there that we didn't eat because the Patriots lost the game in overtime.
Yeah.
So we come out, we're all
To Brock
drunk. And,
Osweiler.
we're all drunk and depressed. Yeah, we didn't eat the victory steaks. So we literally probably had like $100-something worth of groceries in the car. And we're like, you can have all of this. Like a case of water, a bunch of craft beers. Like, I remember there was a big thing of cheesy poofs. Never even, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just all of this is yours.
I left-
Just forget about the weed.
I
And
left
she was
weed
like,
and mushrooms before.
and she said thank you. Like she wasn't even mad at us about making the deal. She was just like, oh my God, thank you guys so much. And
Yeah.
it was like instantly the weed thing went
Well,
away.
it's
We're like, cool.
probably because for every one of people like you, it's like there's 1,000 that just like drop off the car. It's like, nah, I wasn't smoking. Fuck you. You know. It's
Well,
like,
I
oh,
think she
great.
already moved the car once. You know what I mean? It
Yeah.
was like she knew something was up.
Yeah, you
Well,
got
we
it.
probably reeked like weed walking in there.
Of course you did.
And then
Yeah.
then we reek like buds, right? And both of us are like think this is great.
Yeah.
We're walking around, you know, legal weed. Who gives a shit? High as fuck. And then we're just high, standing at this high top drinking, and they're like, "Hey, can you guys get on the fucking plane?" So the whole plane's like waiting for us, and we get on all fucking
yeah.
smell like buds. People are probably like, "I fucking hate these guys."
I'm surprised they
Goddamn
didn't kick you
Colorado.
off.
Huh?
I'm
Yeah.
surprised they didn't kick you off a plane if you
Yo,
freaking because
My boy, I don't know what the fuck he was thinking. He took a vape pen, like a weed pen, like on the plane and was like ripping it like in the bathroom. And I don't know how they caught him. He like wouldn't open the bathroom door and shit. And he went out there like when he was like on probation. Like he was being a wild boy. Like he was out on like felony probation for like buds or something. We went out there, and I'm like, yo, what are you doing, bro? Like, why are you getting your name? So I got off the plane. You know what I mean? They're still like trying to get in the bathroom. And I'm like, yo, this kid just fucking ruined his life like on the way home. I don't understand why you would do that, but he ended up getting away with it. He gets away with everything. So
hey, they still put
Obviously not if he's on
ashtrays
felony probation.
in-
well,
He must have gotten caught once or twice. Yeah.
you didn't do no
Not that
extended time in the clink, you know.
They still put ashtrays on the plane bathrooms because people will
Still
still
do
smoke
it?
cigarettes.
Yeah.
I mean, I've talked about this before. When you work at the airport and you go to the bathroom and you smell cigarettes, you're
That's
like,
someone itching, man. That's why Europe's the best. They have whole camel stations. You walk into a glass room, it just smells like a smoke
they
shop.
used to have those. I don't know why
They
don't
still have them in
them.
Vegas. They don't have them
Yeah.
anywhere else though. Ridiculous.
When I took the ounce of mushrooms on a plane, I sewed them like into my gooch, and I caught a wicked bad delay. And my girl and I at the time, we were sitting in that glassed-in smoking room, and they had like a training seminar for a fucking drug sniffing dog. You know what I mean? So I'm like, yo, oh my God, I ruined my life. And I'm just sitting there all paranoid and shit. And really the dog finds this guy with a bunch of fucking buds in his backpack. You know what I mean? And they fucking
Yeah, there's always someone
Go-
worse than you out there.
Yeah.
no, but it was a plant. Like they,
Oh,
Like it was a training
but you didn't
Yeah.
know it. Like all the
Oh.
rest of the people didn't know it until the end. We're just sitting in there like, why the fuck is there a German Shepherd in here right now? Fuck,
I would
dude.
have broke.
Huh?
I would have broke.
Yeah, I don't
I would
know.
have went.
Just fucking
I
jump
would've
through the
turned
glass
I would've
fucking
turned
wall.
Myself
I don't know. You know
Like,
what?
ah, fucking out of here.
I'd be like,
Another
guys,
crazy story about that. Before I sewed him into the gooch of my drawers that I fucking took him in, I had him wrapped up in aluminum foil first, and then in a bag, and then in like plastic wrap or some shit. This is before the at-home.
smell-proof bags.
Yeah, not even that. The fuck. What am I talking? The at-home vacuum seal shit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Oh.
This is way before you would have had one of those. So it's just I had it all wrapped up, and then at the very end, I was like, "Yo, The tinfoil's gonna set off the fucking metal detector when I go through that shit. I
That's what I
can't
was
be
just
doing
thinking,
that.
Yeah.
And I switched it at the end, and I got through like a maniac.
My brother will fly with weed. Like if
I know
it's
a lot
a
of people
small
that fly
amount,
with weed
I
too.
will never.
Yeah.
And I fly way more than him, but it's every time he does it, I'm like, Jake, you're an idiot.
Well,
I don't think they
before
see it,
9/11, you used to just be able to do that shit all the time. Because
Yeah,
like
'cause
before
they-
9/11,
yeah.
I was living down in
I was born after 9/11.
well, yeah. Well, I was living down in Florida for like the summer with my grandmother, and my buddy came down to visit me. This was like in '99 or 2000. Yeah, dude, he just had like an ounce of fucking pot like in his pocket. Like nobody gave a fuck, you know. That was it. There's no sneaking around it at all.
My grandpa told me in the 50s in downtown Waterbury,
Yeah.
there would just be dudes on the corner with a paper bag selling weed, and cops would just be like, "Oh, he's selling fucking flowers."
Yeah.
They didn't know.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that was kind of Waterbury up until like
It's Waterbury now.
I was gonna say. Yeah. What was that like?
you ever
Fucking
been to you ever been to the Green recently?
recently? No, I've been there in
I drove
20,
down to go to
25
Dominic
fucking
and
years.
Pia's. I went to Dominic and Pia's with Bree,
Yep.
and we're driving downtown. There's a naked dude on the fucking horse. Yeah. Probably
Just up on
Babs-
top of it?
Up on
Yeah.
top of the horse.
Like
was,
riding it?
Yeah, it was on the news. It was
Yeah.
last year or something like that. Yep,
Yeah.
naked,
Bro, I
oiled up.
That's like one of the last times I texted you. I was driving back through Connecticut, coming back from the World Series, and there were all these maniacs like pulled over on the side of the bridge in like their cool Hondas
Oh yeah,
with like
yeah.
crazy LED masks on and
Yeah,
stuff. Like
get
my
the
dad,
fuck out of there because
my
they're gonna
dad-
about to drive 120 miles past you and maybe crash.
Yeah.
yeah, they do takeovers all the time.
yeah, my
It's
pops was like,
ridiculous.
"We gotta get out."
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
and I was like, "Nah, this is cool. We should pull over." And he's like, "No."
My
No.
experience in Waterbury is mostly just like the places where like the crack houses were. What was that like? Fucking Orange Street and fucking Willow Ave.
You
and
left
shit?
and never
Willow
came
Ave,
back.
yeah.
That's hilarious.
Willow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That whole area
Cherry
behind Brass
Street,
Mill,
yeah,
Cherry Street.
yeah,
That's what it was.
yep.
Is Cherry Street the one where like you
Wall
can see it
Street.
down the fucking highway and it's literally just a bunch of cars lined up all buying crack? Yeah.
That's yeah.
Yeah. Or
I
no,
mean,
no,
crack's
I'm
not
thinking
the-
maybe South Main.
Yeah, crack's not really the thing anymore.
Anymore?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna say they're all just zombies off fentanyl. Just like,
Yeah. No, back in my
like-
days, it was all crackheads.
and it's sad too because that YMCA in downtown Waterbury is
Yeah.
like the New York Health Club. It's so nice. Like you walk in, they got a track going around, like the whole thing. It's awesome.
yeah.
And
These people don't even know what they have.
and people people still go there. Well, you know, like Columbia Ave and everything. That's where all the Jewish people live.
Yeah.
And it's like it's
What
so,
is that, like Bunker Hill? Like
no,
that?
no. It's right next to downtown. It's literally if you're driving on.
Is there a nice area of downtown?
It's not downtown. It's that hill right next to down. You know what I mean? If you drive down the street, you're downtown. If you go up the hill,
Oh, okay. I
it
know what
starts
you're
turning
saying.
into these
Yeah.
weird mansions. The yeshivas over there.
Yeah,
There's-
yeah.
Then the Albanians, because they live in the Jewish neighborhood, they have their church there.
Yeah.
They built this big flag of like the Albanian eagle, but it's right in the middle of the Jewish neighborhood, and they did it out of spite. It's like, it's crazy, but it's night and day. It's like the biggest wealth disparity you can see. It's like you're on Wall Street and there's zombies. You go right up the hill and it's like a quaint little neighborhood with houses kept nice and everything.
Yeah.
And it's the weirdest thing in the world,
Yeah.
dude. But they all go to the YMCA. So the YMCA is normal people. I'm from Naugatuck. I go there. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, normal people go there, but you have to walk through like a maze
Yeah.
of people. It's really bad.
Yeah. That Waterbury was a shithole. Even then.
I went to school down there. It was bad going to school. You couldn't. They made a rule at Wham's when you couldn't go to the corner stores because kids were getting like snatched up or something.
Nobody wants your ass, Zach. You don't have to worry about
me.
it.
I know. I'm a cute kid.
One time, Zach got his backpack lifted like right outside of XO, and we figured out that it was like this homeless guy, and we were like chasing him, like trying to attack him. And Zach was like, "Oh, like watch out, he's gonna have a knife."
Yeah.
And Milky was
It was,
like,
like, very street-
Milky was like, nah, fuck that. All the
very
times that I've got
streetwise.
shit stole from me, I'm gonna go
Yeah.
and revenge this. We already got the backpack. He dropped it as soon as he seen me and Wilkie running at him.
Yeah.
But I'm like, all right, Will, don't do nothing. He probably got a knife. Wilkie's running after him. Dude pulls out a fucking knife.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah,
I told
yeah, I
you.
got you.
Yeah.
Let's just walk back that
Yeah.
so we got our goods.
Right.
We're good.
I was like, "Nah, man, I watched WWF growing up. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
give this guy a Shawn Michaels
not gonna
kick."
lie,
Is this
though,
guy
like,
familiar
in-
with the Razor's Edge?
Yeah.
You know?
R.I.P.
Yeah. R.I.P. Yeah.
It was my fault though because we just had to go right behind a gate to lock the thing real quick, and I, like an idiot, I left my backpack on the outside of the gate.
Yeah.
Dude, that was
There's
so
nobody
crazy.
walking back. Like,
The
I
amount of
never
time
would
that
do
took though
Like,
was
yeah,
crazy.
It was literally 2 seconds.
Yeah.
And there was nobody out. You know what I mean? There was nobody walking, so
Yeah.
you were like, "Oh, we're good." And on the east side, not that much crime.
Yeah.
It's like, wow.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck.
Bro, remember the time at fucking XO when me and you bartended that birthday party and it ended with us having to kick everybody out.
Yeah, me throwing this.
I don't remember you
It was-
throwing it, but you had it above your head.
The mixer.
And the kid,
Yeah, the kid's
and the
mixer.
kid's like crying. You're like,
He was like,
"No."
"Don't throw my equipment." I was like, "Then get the fuck out for the 10th time," because they kept on going into the liquor room.
Yeah.
We're serving. We're doing a birthday party. Meanwhile, it's just me and him.
Yeah.
The management there was terrible. It was just like
Oh,
no,
yeah.
no security.
was no management.
no bouncer, no
Yeah.
management. Just me and Wilkie raw dogging probably a bunch of 18-year-olds. So now I'm like, oh, now I gotta card everybody. You know how many fake Connecticut IDs I seen?
Oh, probably 1,000.
And I wasn't 21 at the time. So somebody would show me their fake Connecticut ID. I'd pull out my fake Connecticut ID. And I go, "You're not getting a fucking drink.
Yeah.
Like, no,
See?
go, leave." I'm like, same, but different.
Same, but different.
That
Yeah,
party
we-
was
we
out of
were
control. They're going
finding
to the
nips.
They were going
They were
to
smoking
nips.
cigarettes.
I go into the liquor room. There's some girl, like she looked like
Yeah,
she's about to
just-
be a lawyer in 5 years. You know what I mean? She's like, oh, taking a whole fucking bottle of champagne or some shit out of the liquor room. I'm like, nope, get the fuck. That's when I blew up.
Yeah.
As soon
Yeah.
as I seen the girl
No, that's
steal.
that's like when I blew up. Like
Yeah.
they were
Because-
trying to go in the room just to fuck with the tunes.
Yep, and I kept
we
on
were like,
telling them
"Stop
no."
it." And then the door opened enough for me to see that weirdo back there in the liquor room, and I was like, "That's
Yeah,
it."
that's it.
Get the fuck
I-
out.
it.
You're not unplugging the music.
Yeah.
To put your fucking mixer in, dude. Like, what is this? You're not DJing. Like, nobody gave you. You're not. You have a permit. You know. What I mean? I
Right.
don't know if that's how it works, but it's
That-
Rhode
yeah,
Island,
that
so
was just
probably. You know
Yeah,
what
it
I
feels
mean?
like
Yeah,
it.
it feels like it. Rhode Island.
Such a thing of entitlement, dude. It was crazy.
It was
Yeah.
crazy because it was all
Brown University kids.
Brown University
Yeah.
kids, daddy's credit cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Papa, I want to DJ.
What's that
It's like
nice
your-
credit card? The
yeah.
black card. The
black Amex card.
Yeah, the black Amex card. It was like all of those.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out. You're not running over us like we're
Yeah.
retards, dude. It was.
Bunch of fucking jerk offs who are going to be spending the next like 12 years
You know
of their
what's-
life
you know what's
doing
crazy
shit.
too, because a couple of them people still came back, and we got to me and Bree. As soon as Bree started working there, we got to know one of the girls. She's
Yeah.
literally Ted Cruz's like campaign something.
Campaign something?
Yeah, like, well, no, works for Ted
Yeah.
Cruz, like in fucking Washington D.C. It's like you're,
I'm sure it's a very cush
Oh,
job
it's
that
great.
daddy landed her.
yeah.
So
I don't even
Good
know
for
who
her.
Ted Cruz is.
He's like,
like
a,
a senator.
Texas senator. Or
he's
something
like a
that.
famous
Yeah,
Texas senator because he's like
yeah.
he constantly is like
Dog face, Ted.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
have a
No
have a,
way.
Your wife
That's
is a
him?
dog face,
Your dog-
Ted.
your wife-
Oh, this pod is
your
on.
wife is ugly.
Your wife is terribly dog face.
This pod
Ted.
is forever on Shane's side. So
Ted's wife does.
I've
have a
seen
fucking
some dog faces in
dog.
my day.
Yeah.
Your wife, she's the worst.
She's a dog face,
dude, I like accidentally rewatched the first Shane Gillis stand up last night, and that's so hilarious that just started coming out of your
My
mouth.
favorite Shane Gillis stand up is the Navy SEALs.
Yeah.
With the fucking pussy. What do you do? Sneak around with night vision goggles?
Yeah.
That's the best. Like,
Use night vision.
it's fucking.
Yeah, then
Kinda pussy.
then he's like, he's like you see Al Qaeda when they blow something up, they're like celebrating, dancing in the
Yeah.
streets, like they're relatable.
Yeah, we're sociopaths.
Yeah.
Down. Yeah, it's the best.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Where do we go from there?
I don't know.
I don't know.
We
dude.
could talk
We could
about
talk
the
about a bunch of experiences. I
we could. Gay ones?
was gonna say.
Trying to think of other. Oh, I don't know.
Will
if we,
doesn't play with the gay shit.
I don't know if we've ever discussed this on the pod. All of us had a crazy manager that like ruined his life.
JB.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
Awesome.
I think we have
That
discussed it in
downfall
bits
was-
and pieces,
that
but
downfall was
yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was like
It was quick too.
the
It was
great-
very, very quick.
That was great for me learning Rhode Island because I realized how small it was because I used to work at Dave's grocery store with this dude's whatever, like his actual girlfriend's
fiancé?
like fiance's
Yeah.
like best friend's husband who like, you know what I mean, who knew me. Like it was like
Yeah.
That's
it all
wild.
came
I forgot about
360.
that.
Like I was like, oh
Yeah.
shit, Rhode Island's actually that small.
Yeah.
Like you can't do shit in this state without people knowing.
Yeah, no. Homeboy lost his mind. He was well, first of all, he was always kind of a dick. And then on top of that, like, but I knew how to like work those kinds of
That's what I'm saying. I
Like, you
knew
could
how-
just-
I knew that going in there,
Yeah.
and you guys kind of ruined me with that because it was like, nah, get on his fuck him. You know what I mean? Then we started dunking on him.
Yeah.
It's like-
yeah, he was he fucked his whole life up.
Dude, he did not. I think I had a different connection with him because like I was like a sober guy and like he came to me and like I'm trying to fix my life, you know what I mean? But it was in this like sociopath, like when you're not around, I'm gonna be drinking and ruining my life. But when you are around, I want to go out and waste your time after work and drink fake Coors Lights with you and like make you think I'm trying to like change.
he just like
Right.
the glycerin.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know what that word means.
Isn't that the shit that's in beer?
What?
Let's-
What's the shit that's in beer? I don't know. Fuck,
Alcohol?
Whatever. No, like even fake beers got it.
I don't know.
It's like the fermentation or whatever. It still makes you fat and makes
Yeah.
you shit and like
Yeah, that's why. That's the biggest reason why I don't drink fake beers all the time anymore. Because, like, dude, it's just making me a
bad
fucking
for
fat
you.
boy.
Yeah, it's whatever that word is called. That's what I'm saying. Because he was a fat boy. That's
He
what
was
I'm
a
saying.
fat boy.
It's not
The
even
dude
helping
was
me
fat.
diagnose my depression at home either, you know? Yeah, so anyway, this dude, he comes in, he's like he's the assistant general manager, right? Or assistant manager, whatever you want to call it. He comes in, I'm like running the bar at the time. They're letting me do whatever I want. I feel like I had a pretty badass cocktail list going on, and he like wants to learn and be like a sponge from that. You know what I mean? So he kind of always was like trying to help me improve my drink list. He wanted to put like a drink binder out so everybody would make drinks all at the same time. This is also at the time when I'm having problems with Mikey as the second
Fucking
bartender.
Mikey.
We're button heads, so he's like trying to solve that problem, right? So it's like I'm almost like his assistant manager, and he's like the assistant manager to the GM. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So
No,
I
I
kind of
get
got
it.
that relationship
the
with him.
assistant to the
And
assistant general manager.
He's never, like if he ever, he would never come up to me and try to do any of the shit that you guys experienced. You know what I mean? Like none of this like narcissistic manager stuff. You know what I mean? So when I would see fucking Zach like running the expo line, just fucking dunking on him in the door frame, dude, I would just be like, holy shit, dude! Like I can't believe
hated
this
him
is what's
so
going
bad.
on back here.
Yeah.
But anyway, the guy turned in. He's engaged, right? He's engaged. He's got a new manager job. He was driving a piece of shit car. He gets a new truck.
Like
You
a
know what I mean?
brand
Yeah.
new truck. Like a
Brand
fucking
new truck.
$85,000 truck.
He rolled in wearing like his whole outfit. Like he had to change his whole WWE character because he was like a tiki man.
Yeah.
Like he wore like untuckable shirts because he had a belly. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So he wore these like Hawaiian kind of cookout shirt kind of thing.
Yeah.
He was so
And then they were
adamant
like,
about
yo.
being like a farm boy too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. And he's like, and then they were like, yo, you got to like clean it up. You know what I mean? So he got his whole new wardrobe, whole new truck, whole new life. He's about to get married. Then he comes across this like succubus of like a cum whore pantry
Basically
worker.
the Temu version of like Scarlett Johansson's Black Widow. You know what I mean? Like she's like supposed to be this
Yeah,
hot
like-
Russian girl, but really
Yeah.
she's just like
Yeah,
like a Chernobyl. Like,
Chernobyl.
But
she's from
you
Chernobyl.
can see the perfect storm happening though. Like this dude's fatty, no self-esteem. You know what I mean? Like, and then there's this crazy girl at work. Like when Shane's talking about like, oh, girls Ocean 11, yeah, just blow them. They'll give you the keys. Like, take whatever you want. I love you,
Yeah.
crazy bitches. You know what I mean? Like this is exactly what happened to this dude. He's like, what did you just say out loud? Like you want to be a crazy whore and take me out to the bars and act like this? Like I am all in. And she took him for like the biggest ride ever. And I feel like how it all fell apart for him is like he got into a fight with her and left his Apple Watch at the succubus's house.
Yep.
And then his lady was texting him. Right? So Styles could see like what was happening like on the
Yeah,
Apple
because he was
Watch.
supposed to have broken it off with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he told but the whole time that's another crazy thing. Like the
I
fiance
didn't know that.
the fiance
Yeah.
That's awesome.
but he's back with the fiance now.
I thought he was with her like the whole time.
Well, that's just it. So, like,
Yeah.
I guess they were like taking a break or something, but they were like supposed to be back together, and that's why it fucking blew up with Staj because she fucking saw
Yeah.
that shit and was like, "Yo, what the fuck? You said you were like, not going through with this shit."
Yeah, wasn't they supposed to move to like Colorado?
I don't. Fucking
Oh
know.
my
yeah, I forgot
God.
about
They
that.
were supposed
yeah.
to move to a whole different state across the country.
Yeah.
This dude would be like managing and he'd be like on the line back
Yeah,
there and he would
staring
just
at
staring,
her.
just
staring at her.
fucking dead-eyed
I'd
stare.
have to be doing fucking
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
And then you just got Mikey going like
Yeah.
just fucking mad dogging
and
out
then
there.
they fired him, right, for being a crazy person.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got fired.
Right? He fired
Yep.
him and then he was still like engaged in that relationship with her where he'd be sitting outside in his truck waiting for her to get out.
Yeah.
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
And we'd
he would
all have to walk out and be like
and I'd have to see him
ignoring
at
him.
fucking Red Door.
Yeah.
I'd
Yeah.
have to see him at the bar down the street all the time because that's the only reason why me and Mikey got along so well is because he was still trying to be a little 21-year-old mad dog. Like,
Mikey.
yeah, like
I don't know. I don't know how it's possible, but Mikey looks like he's still like 19 years old.
It's amazing. So it's funny going into a bar with him
Yeah.
because it's like, oh, it's like two kids going into a bar. Let's see
Yeah.
what we can get into. But then it's like, you know that story about the little girl who the family adopted and they thought it was like a 4-year-old?
Yes.
That's Mikey.
Like
You know
orphan?
what? Yes.
Yeah.
And like it was like up at night trying to kill him or
Yeah,
something. like
yeah.
that. Like that's Mikey when you take
Yeah.
him to a bar. It's
Mikey's like
in
3
the
years
dark-
younger than me.
I know.
Yeah, he's
I
like
know.
He's
37.
Dude,
He's
no,
like,
he's
no,
the
he's
same
like
age as
38.
High
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
he's-
so yeah,
dude, he's
it's like 38. Well,
Yeah,
whatever.
yo,
Sorry,
he's
fuck it.
pushing 40.
40.
Ryan's
I'm
1 year
41.
younger than
Oh
us.
yeah, no, Ryan just turned 40. Yeah,
I'm pretty
so
sure
yeah, he's
Mikey's
42.
40, still living seasonally on a boat and in the parents' basement.
God, man, that
bro.
must be awesome.
So it's just funny though. Like you take him into a bar, it's kind of dim. Girls are like, oh, it's a young. Oh shit.
Yeah. Well, once they get a fucking whiff of that halitosis too, they're probably like, yikes.
Yo, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
What about the fucking time? Do you know about the time he like stole that girl's
Yeah,
car?
stole the girl's car.
Yeah.
Yup.
Stole a girl's car.
Yeah,
So,
like-
so he went out on like just after work or something. I think she worked at Congress.
Yeah.
I think she worked at like over a block away, right? And we gotta bleep all that shit out, like all the whatever.
Brennan's a bleeper. If,
All right,
if it passes his test,
We'll
Yeah,
figure
whatever.
it out. We'll figure it out.
You tell me what you want to bleep, otherwise I'm not bleeping
Yeah.
shit.
All right.
So-
All right. We'll get to it.
all right.
So she works a block away, and Mikey after work, I think they go out to another bar or whatever. So he thinks that he's gonna get action from her or something like that. I think is what's going on, and something happens where he has to drive her car back to her house or.
nah. Let me stop.
Yeah.
you.
All right. All right. Okay.
So he
yeah,
goes-
do the story because.
What I
It
heard,
ends up
and
being
it's all
fucked.
degrees of the telephone game, obviously. But what I heard is that she like kissed him at Congress.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, he thought he
So
was,
then he thinks he's getting lucky, right? And so she does something where like she dips out on him, and he being a psycho was like, "She's not leaving me at the bar with a half heart on." You know what I mean? So he follows her to a gas station. She gets out of the gas station. She either leaves the key fob in her car or leaves her car running. I don't know if she's getting cigarettes or she's getting whatever. She goes in the gas station. So then he takes the key fob out of her car. You know what I mean? So now she's fucked. Now her car's just sitting there. She's probably fucking wasted. Shouldn't be driving. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? He takes her key fob. She has to get the car towed, right? Tow truck driver.
Yeah.
I don't know if she takes an Uber back to her house or whatever. Next day, she wakes up. Her car is not where the tow truck driver fucking
Yes,
left it. Her
that's-
car is back in the parking spot where it goes with the windows up and like everything how it should be. And then later on that night when we get out of work, he went over to Congress and like tossed the keys to whoever was working at the time. It was like, hey, Meg's probably looking for the. We got to beat
Yeah,
that.
yes.
Meg, yeah. She's like she's probably looking for the keys. You know what I mean? And we'll do a clap. So he throws the keys into where she's working, and you know what I mean. He pretty much is like, hey, give these back to whoever. And then, you know, obviously I have a long-standing relationship with everybody that works at this bar.
Yes.
So they're all texting me, calling me like, hey, this motherfucker. And I'm like, yo,
And
if you
that's-
want to kill him, I'll fucking
So
tell.
I
and
didn't
when I
understand
learned- when I
his
learned that
motivation. Did he just like steal it as like a revenge
Yeah.
thing?
Yes, he's so after. So
First of
after
all,
going
actually,
out-
I just want to say one thing. She 100% kissed that dude and was like, he's got a fucking doo-doo mouth. I can't. Like, that's, I'm fucking out of here. Like, that's 1,000% how that went down. Like, she fucking kissed that dude and was just like, oh my God, it tastes like a fucking pile of shit. Yeah. So, like, right? Am I wrong?
so
like,
much
if those were the order of
Oh,
events,
was gonna say,
that's what happened.
I can't believe
Yeah.
that you actually know that because I'm so much taller than him. I never smelt it.
That
You know
is
what I
Dude,
mean?
it would
That's-
permeate off of
Yeah,
him. It'd be the
dude.
kind of thing, man, where it's like if it was a bad enough day, I'd be like ringing shit in by the computer, by the fucking bathrooms, and I'd be able to smell it if he was talking to somebody at seat 1 and 2. Like, yo, what the fuck is going on with your mouth right now, man? Like, it's wild. It gave me a complex, honestly, because I was like, dude, does my breath smell bad and no one will tell me?
Yeah.
Like, is that what's going on? Like if I had
Thinking that
breath
right
that was
now.
that bad, would anyone tell me that? Like, I have to know, you know?
There are so many times that like the inner autism in me would walk by him and smell that, and then all those other things about like never shake a man's hand sitting down, never refuse a breath mint, never, you know what I mean? Like, all of these things that keep like permeating in my head just from fucking smelling that shit. Like,
Yeah, I mean, Jesus Christ, dude.
I'm,
Anyway.
I'm trying to think of like some other. He's fucking yo.
Yo,
if we
he
could
has
mend,
stories,
yeah,
dude. Like
if-
he's like as much as you guys hated each other when I worked there, like
I
dude,
didn't hate
being
him.
in
I
the-
just fucking.
I know,
did-
but he fucking hates you. So like being in the middle of all that was just so. It was like pure comedy gold. Every time I went into work, 10 was the best. Like,
Yeah.
it was. There was no better restaurant. That's why I'm done because you can't get back to being like. This is fun.
I mean, those
this
days
is fun.
are-
This is crazy.
Yeah.
This is. And it, by the way, it looks really nice in there. with
Yeah,
taking
well.
the fucking mirror off and everything, repainting it.
Yeah, well, whatever.
looks nice. It looks
I'll
really
tell you
nice.
right now, in terms of like having fun at work, like you guys were there during like the height of Rome, and right now I'm at like that like
I love that.
Byzantine Empire where it's just kind of like, well, this was the ashes of it, huh? You know, like, yeah, it's just not that. It's not that cool anymore. It sucks, actually.
Is there
was-
like a
it was
man
so
that
funny.
played a fiddle while we watched Rome burn? Is that like Nero?
Nero, yeah,
Was it a
He was the
fiddle?
crazy
They
one.
had fiddles in Rome.
yeah. Well, I think at
who
this point,
sacked Rome? The Gauls.
the Gauls,
Yeah.
yeah. But
A
yeah,
bunch of fucking Gauls working there now.
yeah, pretty much. It's the Huns. Yeah.
Ah, shit.
Yo, did you ever fucking have these like encyclopedia VHS movies when you were a kid?
What?
And, like
Like specifically like Encyclopedia Britannica,
I
that
believe
kind
it
of
was.
shit.
I
Yeah.
believe it was them, and they had all these like funny little skits for you to learn, and it would be like it would be like tape A, and it would be like everything about A, and then B, and like I had A, B, C. I'm pretty sure I got it from like an Avon sort of package.
Yeah,
And there was this thing about Attila the Hun,
yeah.
and it would just be like this musical, and it would be like Attila the Hun. Yeah, you don't know this shit.
No.
This is no red balloon to you.
Yeah, no.
I'm gonna have to find it and send it to you.
My
No.
98-year-old
Do
grandmother.
you know about the red balloon?
No fucking way he knows what the fucking red balloon
I know
is.
99 Luft
Yeah,
red balloons.
The alcohol?
Nina.
No, the fucking song from
Yeah.
Germany from like the
Nina.
fall. Yeah.
Name of the band.
99 Luft
Red
red
balloons.
balloons.
You don't know the 99 red balloons? This is making for great
Oh
content.
yeah, I kind of yeah.
It's like about the.
It's a fucking great song.
Yeah, it's an amazing song.
Yeah.
Fucking shit. United Germany.
No, he doesn't know. The Red Balloon was like some shitty like 1950s art movie or whatever. But like for whatever
No.
reason, every kid in the 80s was like required to watch it.
Really?
Yeah.
I'd probably enjoy it then.
I
yeah.
mean, it's a movie about a little French boy who lost a balloon. You know.
Dude, it's like different shots of the kid like chasing the balloon,
balloon
and
across
every
the
now and then
city.
he just goes
Balloon.
like that's it. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like it's so stupid, and you're like, why do I remember this?
They
Why
would
do I
ma-
remember
make
this
you watch
instead
it in
of
school?
knowing how to do my taxes? What the fuck?
They make
Well,
you
I
watch
mean-
it in school?
Yeah, there's whatever. Yeah, I think I remember just watching it at my house. There was also the 80s was filled with like just horrifying, terrible 80s movies for kids, though. Does anybody else remember a movie called The Peanut Butter Solution? Do you remember this movie?
Nah.
Nah, I won't even go into it. It's honestly, it fucked me up, though. Anybody out there who knows what I'm talking about, it's like the fucking weirdest movie ever.
I'm so young, I could only think of like It and The Shining. Didn't those come out in the 80s?
Yeah, but these
Those are scary as
the
shit.
Peanut Butter Solution was supposed to just be a kids movie. That's the thing. Like in the
Oh,
80s,
and it just-
in the 80s, they're
yeah.
just like, let's make kids movies, but except let's
But
make
we're
them
on
fucking
so much
horrifying.
cocaine that
Yeah,
we can't
exactly.
figure out what's the.
Yeah. Same thing with like like Return to Oz. Did you ever see Return to Oz? It's like the sequel to Wizard of Oz, but it's like the most fucked up sequel you could possibly imagine. It's got like
It's
fucking
like Dorothea Tranny now.
no, it's like fucking it's straight up is like it starts off with like they're like committing Dorothy to an insane asylum. Like
shit.
it's like fucking dark as shit. And like there's all sorts of like creatures and shit like in the movie. It's fucking terrifying. But once again, unintentionally so. It's supposed to be a kids movie.
Which
But, yeah.
Pink Floyd album are you supposed to watch with it? at the
Dark
same
Side
time?
of the
Dark
Moon.
Side of the Moon. Yeah, with,
No, that's
Yes.
with the regular Wizard of Oz.
it's
yeah.
Dark Side
Oh,
of
you
the
talking?
different-
Oh, okay, I see.
Which,
Yeah.
oh, that one.
I don't know,
The
man.
hell?
Fucking
the final cut, maybe?
Two faces.
Get a little darker?
the one with the faces on it with
Was that
whatever.
Division Bell?
Yeah, Divisions. Yeah,
Division Bell's a good
Bells,
album.
Yeah, it's a great album.
I don't know that one.
You don't know that's like post
You know what
Waters.
you know what my problem is with like that whole genre of music is like I just listen to it on like Pandora and Spotify. It's like I never had those albums.
Right.
You gotta,
You know?
yeah, you gotta listen to, yeah.
I mean, that's my problem with
You
all
also have
music
to have
nowadays.
the time too. So if you're not like young when you're getting into that, or if you weren't around when that was coming out, I don't think like it's hard for you to get into it. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like you're not gonna sit. Nobody my age, if they didn't listen to Pink Floyd when they were kids, are gonna listen down and be like, oh, I'm gonna.
Yeah, you don't pick
I'm
up
gonna get
Pink
into
Floyd as a
Division Bells.
37-year-old
If you
man.
do, you're
Yeah.
listening to like The Wall. You know, what you're not gonna listen to Division Bells.
I mean, I feel like that would be a fire concept for like a soundtrack at like a cool bar. It was like you just collect
until
like, you
your
just
asshole
play-
manager says, "Oh, this isn't copyrighted, so we can't. We have to play my own playlist." That's fucking.
Yeah, we have to listen to fucking trance music.
Yeah, we have to
Nah,
listen
like
to
you
80s.
just play the album in its entirety.
I get it, but you never. That's why we had to play that stupid playlist at 10 is because of the copyright laws. You can't.
EXO, you mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
EXO too. Yeah,
We're just name dropping everything. I heard EXO's closing.
yeah, me too. I heard that.
Yeah.
Oh, you told me that.
Yeah, I told you
Yeah.
that. That's what somebody said to me. Are they closing?
I don't fucking believe that. They signed like a 10-year lease, dude. There's
Oh.
no fucking way.
I don't know.
Maybe the other one they own. Up
The
on
Salt and Slate.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
Salt and Slate.
that's
That's-
that's probably where this game of telephone is coming
That's
from, because
probably what's
he
going on,
did
yeah.
close Salt and
'Cause,
Slate.
Yeah, Salt
And it's
Slate's
not
done.
like, yo, he closed.
Maybe the wine bar then.
No, there's no way, bro. He closed Salted Slate because he didn't feel like fucking dealing with this anymore, and
Oh,
now he
yeah,
just
makes
pretty
sense,
much
'cause the- yeah.
bartends at the Salted Slate, or I mean bartends at the wine
The
bar.
wine bar. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh.
So like
Yeah,
you're
that
like
makes
you're like the chef owner bartender. You're
Yeah,
killing it.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like what are you doing? Like
Yeah.
that had to just be. There's no. I can't see how I wouldn't hear about that.
Yeah, you were. Yeah, I
Well,
heard
yeah,
that. from
well,
you.
I
I was
been
already
meaning to
drunk
ask
when you
you.
told me that
Yeah.
too. That's why I was like, "Yeah, who told me that?"
Was that?
I went to
you?
Congress to watch the Notre Dame Ohio State game, and then I'm walking by. I saw because we parked on Peck Street, so I'm walking by. I'm like, "Come on, babe, Brennan's working. Come on, let's go." And then I'm an asshole because I thought Brennan charged us, right? So this is funny.
Yeah.
So,
Oh my god, I forgot about this.
So
Yeah.
some fucking asshole kid from like Illinois comes in or whatever from Chicago. He's like, "Oh, I'm from the south side of Chicago. I'm an Irish kid." I was like, "Okay, bro, you're probably from like fucking Rockford, but
Yeah.
all right, whatever. I'm drunk. I'm having a good time. You like Notre Dame? Let's go. Let's. I'll talk to you."
Yeah.
So he's talking to me. So I didn't see that Brennan didn't charge Bree for just like a beer and a wine or whatever it was, and she leaves like a $20 bill. So I'm like, "Are you leaving him a fucking $20 tip on?"
He was literally arguing with her about the size of the
argue
tip
with
that
her.
you like.
I didn't argue. I just
You argued.
No,
You were like,
she
he
said.
doesn't deserve that. What did you do to deserve
not what I
that?
said.
Dude, don't
That's
give him a
not-
fucking tip like that. I was like,
that's
I was
not-
listening to it like, what the fuck,
Not what I
dude?
said.
Like,
Not
unbelievable.
what I said.
That is exactly what you said. I listened to you.
I thought at least the tab was gonna be like, I don't know, like what, $15 or something, $20 or something. So then she's like leaving a whole 20 after I don't see a check there. I go, really? I was like, you're gonna leave him at 20?
I mean, you were not.
and then-
You were not that calm. You were literally berating her. I was listening.
No.
I was because I was just
No.
cutting. I was sitting back in the cut, just like, let me fucking get the whole
I think
the
she
whole
was
sentence
I
from
think
this
she was. I
motherfucker.
think she was trying to say he didn't like. She was trying to say it low too, and then I was
Yeah,
just
you know,
going,
kind of like not telling people that I
Yeah.
just bought you a fucking couple beers and her a
Yeah.
glass of wine. Yeah, sort of like that.
All right,
Yeah.
but you should have put it down when I'm paying attention though,
Why the fuck do I care if you're paying attention?
because then it blows up in your face 5 seconds later.
No, 5 seconds later, I just find out that you're a piece of shit. You know?
Bro, I think honestly, from knowing you, if I was in that situation, like I would just be like, Bree's handling business right now.
What I should have done is picked up
Anything that needs to be discussed and figured out, I'm gonna go
I'm
through
gonna
Bree
talk to your
first.
girl,
Yeah.
yeah.
What I should have done, and I definitely should have done, is I should have picked up your 20, broke it down into ones, and then given you 19 of them back, and be like, "Thank you, sir." Fucking, I want to use a discriminatory.
I deserve that.
He's trying to. I mean, he's just practicing to be a.
You fucking Portuguese.
I'm not, dude. No, I'm not even that Portuguese.
He's
20%.
practicing to be a police officer already.
Yeah,
Yeah, I gotta get the dickhead down.
yeah.
Yeah.
I got that down.
What do you even do here?
Yeah, what you give me?
What do
here,
you-
going?
yeah, I gotta
What'd you-
give- I gotta
what'd you
give Zach
crack a-
$20?
What'd you crack a fucking beer? Look,
Yeah. Oh, unbelievable.
I mean, dude, nothing. I will. I've always
I'm joking.
I've reiterated this like a million times. If you think people are going to take care of you because you bought them a drink, you are out of your mind.
yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like you have to literally sit there and be like, "Hey, man, just so you know, I took care of a drink for you." Like they're never going to look over the check and be like, "Oh,
Oh, you only well.
yeah."
I mean, not in that situation that night because I thought you.
I'm not
I mean,
talking
I
about
just-
your
first of all-
situation.
I just expected you to charge me because of my history with Penn.
Yeah.
like that's why. You know what I mean? I just
Yeah,
feel
well,
like,
you're
and I
taking,
know
you're not
the
taking into
place is
account my
kinda-
history now with 10, where like now I just don't
you know,
care.
I know,
So.
I get it, but also, you know what I mean. So I'm just thinking, like, at least whatever. But if obviously if you take care of me, I'm leaving something. You're the only person who I know wouldn't take anything.
Yeah.
If you take care of me, I leave you money. You go put that shit back in your wallet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're my
And
guy.
that's what I do though when I was.
That
bartending,
also,
you know what
keep
I mean?
in
Like,
mind,
that's-
I bought you 2 beers and a glass of wine because literally 8 minutes earlier you were like, "Yeah, I quit all my jobs and now I'm going on a spiritual journey through
Yes,
life." It's like,
didn't
Jesus
say
Christ,
that.
dude, save your fucking money
I
then.
didn't say
Yeah,
that.
like I don't know, I might be becoming a cop.
I am changing it all up. Though.
Yeah,
I'm totally.
and I'm happy for you. But I'm just saying, I'm not,
I'm
you know,
drinking Gansets right now. I'm chilling with the boys. You know what I mean? You gotta
drinking
do that
Gansett at
something,
fucking 10 a.m. on a fucking
It's not 10
Wednesday,
a.m., it's
whatever it
fucking
is.
2. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. It's all that matters.
Anyway, yeah. What do we got here?
I don't know. I saw it's something that's been bothering me all day. I saw this
I don't
thing.
think we ever actually talked about the Eagles guy, did we?
No.
Just that he's no, not on the no.
Yeah, I don't think we actually even went to
Oh,
that.
Yeah. I don't know. We've just been having a good time. We
Yeah.
haven't even
What
needed
about,
the
what
list.
about the inauguration?
We could talk about the inauguration.
Yeah.
What are you guys' opinions?
My opinion on the inauguration is that if you have an opinion on the inauguration, I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah, no, did you watch it though?
No, I don't give a fuck.
I woke up late, so I turned it on.
Listen,
Yeah.
I had it on at the bar. It
Yeah.
was already on the channel like when I got there. You know what I mean? Like I turned the TVs on and I was like, oh, this is whatever. This is the joint out in Situate. I'm like, this is what the boys are gonna want to
yep.
watch. So I leave it on, and like I'm opening the bar. I'm not paying attention to it. I don't really have the volume on, but like it struck me that it's like the same. It's the same rollout as like the Heisman ceremony. Like the backdrop of what's going on is like all of the previous
Yeah.
Heisman finalists or presidents, however you want
I
to
know they
line them up. Yeah.
yeah.
So you got like old Billy Boy sitting there with fucking
With
Bush
yeah.
and Obama and Hillary and everybody.
Even-
Everybody's joking around,
I was like, why the
having a
fuck is
good
Pence
fucking
here?
time. And I'm like, yo, if this we had all these fucking all these differences, that democracy was coming to an end, all of this shit, like if all of these things were such a big fucking deal 2 months ago, whenever the fuck we voted, right? Like why the fuck isn't like somebody, like why are they not fighting? Why are they all being friends and having a fun time and like smiling and like I don't understand. Like to me, it really is just like a fucking puppet show. And that's what I posted. I said, this is a fucking puppet show. I don't fucking get it.
I really thought that, like, I was like, yo, some shit's gonna go down. I was like,
Yeah. Wait, you thought like somebody was
Yeah,
gonna like
I was like,
fucking
dude.
shoot him or some shit?
Not even. I was like, you ever seen
Did you see the fucking Elon Musk fucking Nazi move?
bro?
That was a-
what was
that was a
that?
bold
I was
stance.
like, okay. I was like,
Did you see that?
Yeah, but there's no fucking way that he's like, it's just him being
no.
fucking
Dude,
awkward.
I was
That
gonna say, it
100%
just-
a Nazi salute, dude.
Yeah, to me it just proves that he's
But-
like socially completely inept. Like it's
Yeah,
just
I
funny to
think
watch.
He like
he-
tried to like show everybody his
Look at
heart.
me.
I know,
Yeah,
but
like-
also I think it's the memes and everything that
Yeah.
I think it was a Nazi salute. I think it was funny.
I don't think I agree with him.
The
I don't think he
AL
purposely did it.
AL
I think he's just that fucking stupid in
Yeah.
like
The
social
ALDS
scenarios.
The
Yeah.
ALDS did say it was not a Nazi salute. It was an awkward gesture. I looked
Yeah.
at it because I was like, what the fuck?
What's the ALDS? Am I stupid?
Anti-Defamation League or something.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah.
Whatever the fuck that ADLS or AL, whatever the fuck. It's the Anti-Defamation League Society, whatever.
Yeah. All right.
The anti-racism group for the world.
Okay.
But they said it was an awkward gesture. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
Wasn't
I mean,
a-
awkward gesture should be Elon Musk's
100%.
middle name. Yeah.
well, yeah, he's definitely
He's a
teetering
fucking
somewhere
weirdo.
along
Yeah.
that spectrum.
Yeah. Oh, he's definitely on the spectrum.
Do you think those rockets coming down are real?
I don't know.
Like, I've
People
seen
say
them
that
on,
that's
dude,
like a.
like I really need to go to fucking Florida or Texas and see it for myself
I've
because I
seen
see
too
it
many
on,
like conspiracy theorists say that it's just like them fucking with us.
me too.
What are the rockets?
You never seen that on YouTube, like when SpaceX launches the rockets
Oh,
up
yeah,
and then
yeah,
they come
yeah.
back
And they come back down, they
catch
settle
it, and
in.
they settle in. I'm looking, I'm like, I don't think so.
That's
You
my
know?
guy. That's my guy.
I'd
right
like
there.
him though. Like I want it to be at. Like, don't you not want to go to Mars and this, that, and the third?
Me
Like,
personally, no. I don't want to go to Mars.
that would be cool. No,
I'm sure for
no,
somebody
not,
else.
no, yeah, but
Yeah.
that would be cool to live
Yeah.
through. And they went and they planned it, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of like living through 1969 or some
Yeah, so, I
bullshit,
mean, I
right?
guess-
It's historical.
Yeah, I guess I could say that like I've always longed for like some sort of like thing that like marks as a significant leap forward for humankind to live through that. And instead, I feel like all we get is like internet porn
A
on
different
telephones.
type of way to
you know,
listen
like
to music.
yeah,
Yeah.
like I want something I could look back to on my generation and be proud of, and I feel like we don't have that. We just kind of have things that are like making our shitty lives easier, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
AC Slater hasn't gone bald.
That-
That's
That's where we're going.
what we got to look forward to.
All right. Yeah.
I just tried to think of something. I said, you know what was great from when I was a young man that's still kicking. And it's like,
Is that beautiful head of hair?
yeah, those guys have drank enough
I got nothing.
baby what are they harvesting out of children?
Adrenochrome.
Yeah.
I just feel like, our grandparents or whatever obviously had World War II and shit, but you had like the building of America. Like when we would like sit there and be like, we're building a fucking
Dude,
skyscraper
you
and
wouldn't-
it's fucking huge and incredible, or we're building like all these things, but now we're not like even impressed by anything anymore. So now we get like the capability of like launching satellites into space and talking to people who like live in fucking Vietnam, like on our goddamn PlayStations.
Yeah,
and it's
not
like,
that,
and it just,
there's no more age of discovery. or
yeah,
anything like
exactly.
that.
It kind of just
But-
feels like we're all just here, just living, and that's not really
yeah,
all
it
that
kinda
fun
gets,
anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No, I see what you're saying. The one cool thing though that I've seen just with me, my grandma's moving out of her house. I found a box from my grandmother died at 100. My great grandmother died at 100
Yeah.
in 2013.
Found a
So
box of like wooden dildos.
No,
Nice.
that'd be fucking hysterical.
Pinocchio's nose never grows.
But the family history, like that she kept, like nobody ever does that anymore.
Yeah.
And she nobody, even my own family from the past couple of years, done that. She kept this whole box, dude. Her family founded South Dakota, got killed by an Indian, went to battle a Little Bighorn.
Yeah.
All this shit. I'm like, holy shit, this is fucking awesome. Like they just bare balls in a wagon in the middle of the snow, going out to the Midwest,
Fucking fighting
settled.
Comanches and shit.
Chief Drifting Goose, no, not Comanches, the Sioux, the Lakota, the Dakota,
Yeah.
the Hunk Papa, all that crazy. Dude,
Yeah.
I went so far into this research in the past couple months, but it's so cool. Like, it's sad about what happened. I think the natives is the biggest thing, like tragedy. You know what I mean? You white, that's
Yeah.
it's pretty bad. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? You got 5 worse.
They were all doing it to each other. We just
No,
fucking
I
did it
get
better.
I get it, but could have more than just Oklahoma, in my opinion.
I mean,
But-
it is what it is. You
Yeah,
can go
no.
through history if you want, and like fucking find a bunch of conquered
The craziest
people.
thing is though
Yeah.
is this thing that I found though, they were like whatever the first white settlers in South Dakota. They say in these like old ass writings, like old paper that I found, then they got transcripted and stuff into English.
Yeah.
This Chief Drifting Goose would try to scare everybody off. So every time white people would come up and settle in South Dakota, Drifting Goose would come and like not kill nobody really, but he would like scare the shit out of settlers, so they would
Yeah.
all leave. Besides the Johnson boys, which is my grandmother's family.
Yeah.
And I guess like that earned them the respect. So then they were just close with the Indians until they all were
Dispersed?
dispersed
Yeah.
basically. But like there's stories up until the 40s where they're like, yeah, we still hang out with them and yada yada yada. And I'm like, this is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like there wasn't even fucking cars. You know what I mean? Like, but they could
Yeah.
travel through horses around these freaking huge, vast. I don't know. I've never even been to the Midwest. I think it's flat. I don't think it's real.
Well, so the fucking like, I just read a book called I think it's Empire of the Summer Moon or some shit, but it's all about like the Comanches and shit, and like that whole like Great Plains, like Texas, like northern Texas, Oklahoma.
The Comanches
to-
were motherfuckers too.
So the Comanches, yeah, they were fucking ruthless.
They talk
Ruthless.
about
They-
this book on Joe Rogan.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I don't think they have a reservation.
They don't,
because,
because
they
because
said
were so
fuck
sad
they
until
never-
the day
they
that
never
I
said
died.
it.
Fucking awesome.
But
I love them.
You're reading
They're
that.
my favorite.
You read that
Fuck
book
the
though.
police.
You read that book and you're just kind of like, it changes your perspective a little bit on like the Native Americans. Like the peaceful ones, sure, like I guess they didn't have that shit coming, but these motherfuckers were like, they were like down for war. They were
Like,
like, no,
yeah.
let's fucking do this shit. And they were absolutely beating the shit out of us until like basically the invention of the they call it like the gun that won the West or whatever, like the Winchester repeater
the
rifle.
repeater, yeah, because they could, dude.
Well,
yeah.
at that point in time, they were like, okay, now we got you fuckers, because we could just be on fucking horseback, just going pow,
And we're
pow,
not, we're
pow,
not trading
pow.
these ones
Yeah.
with you.
Exactly. So, but before that, the Comanches would straight fuck you up, and like they called the whole like center part of the United States like Comancheria or whatever.
Okay.
But it was basically like Comanches were just like.
Like Colorado area, like
Yeah,
New Mexico.
Colorado, like all
Yeah.
that like central kind of fucking the Great Plains, like the upper plains too, where like
Okay, yeah.
you'd go up on top of them and it'd be like fucking extreme weather, like snowing and shit, you know. But like, yeah, dude, these like they wouldn't even be able to go into them. Like anytime they like sent like guys up there, none of them ever came back because they would just be like, "We're on horseback and we'll come and we'll fuck you up," you know.
So that was the cool thing I started learning with the Battle of Little Bighorn. is
Yeah.
They fucking won. They murdered them. Like
Yeah.
they wiped out the 9th Cavalry.
Yeah,
And then Sitting Bull was like, I'm just gonna go to fucking Canada.
yeah,
Like I'm just gonna
I'm
I'm gonna
out.
beat it.
Yeah.
And then his dumbass was like in 1882 at like almost 10 years after he won.
Yeah.
Went to Canada, and Canada's pussy, so they would have fucking let him live there forever.
yeah.
He goes, I'm gonna go back and turn myself in.
Yeah. Well, the fucking dude who was like the head of the Comanches or whatever, like this dude Quanah Parker or something, whatever. But he was like the son of like a half, like they stole like a woman,
Yes.
a white woman,
Yes.
like famously.
Quanah Parker, you're right.
Yeah. That's what it was. Yeah. But this fucking guy though, after he did all this shit, like he was like their war chief. Like he fucked up America, like soldiers, everything. Like he
they're
fucking
fucking
murdered
badass,
people.
dude.
And
They're
then at
so
the end of it,
badass.
he was just able to just be like, yeah, now I'm retired. Now I live on like a he lives on like a fucking lived on a ranch in like Arkansas or
Sitting
some
Bull
shit.
became a circus
Yeah.
performer.
Yeah.
They put him on a show and like
Yeah.
vaudeville and brought him around the country. Like this is an Indian chief,
Yeah.
and he was just like,
But even the dude who like was like in tasked with like tracking him down and like finally getting rid of the Comanches once and for all. That dude, like this guy Mackenzie, and he was boys with Custer. He like graduated West Point with Custer, but like he was like obviously the smart one. But fucking
Custer was a wild boy.
yeah, Custer was
He was
a wild boy.
even in the Civil War.
No, but this fucking guy Mackenzie though, at the end of it, like had so much respect for this dude, like the way that they like went toe to toe for so long that he was just like, nah, you're cool, like
Yeah.
you're good.
And that's
And then he
where I
like lived his whole life like being like a spokesman for like native tribes and shit. But
Yeah,
like,
see, I-
and then
I
everybody
fuck
would just be like, "Didn't you like murder everyone?" He was like, "We don't talk about that." You know, it's like, dude,
Yeah, that's
fucking
in the
wild.
past.
Yeah.
That's in the past.
So yeah, I
That's
mean,
when,
whatever. Comanches.
Like they're all getting mad about the Joe Biden pardon that Indian dude who killed the 2 FBI agents. I was like, he killed FBI agents.
yeah.
Fucking good for him.
Yeah.
I didn't even know about that. What about fucking Fauci getting pardoned, bro?
Yeah, I'm
What
not.
did he
I'm
get-
not fucking with that, dude.
What did he get
You
pardoned
can't
for?
mislead. Whatever. Just I think a blanket pardon. But the whole thing that they were going after him is you can't mislead the public about gain of function research
It
while
wasn't
you're
even his-
actively fucking funding it.
It wasn't even his first time doing it.
No shit.
He was the
It's
guy
like-
who was in charge of the AIDS epidemic.
Yeah, he's
The AIDS epidemic. He was the reason that you remember that like period of time in history where everyone was afraid of like gay people spitting on them or like being like they can't touch
Personally
me.
don't
Like,
remember, but
that's
yes,
all
I know,
because of
yeah.
that's all because of Fauci. Because
Yeah.
Fauci came out and was just like, hey, or somebody at one point asked him a question like, hey, how does this get spread? Like, can you like be spread through like spit or saliva or whatever or tears or whatever
No.
all sorts of shit. And his answer was kind of scientific-ish. Like, you don't want to say that it can't be, but it's probably not. But he basically was just like, yeah, we don't really know. It's like from there, everyone was like, they don't even know.
And
They're
then
going to, like,
dude
if
split
gay
his
people
head.
are in the same room breathing the air that I breathe, I'm going to get AIDS. It's
and
like,
the dude
that's
split
not
his
how
head
it
in the
works.
swimming pool.
What?
The dude split his head in the swimming
Yeah,
pool during
Louganis?
the Olympics.
Yeah, yeah.
And everybody went crazy.
Yeah.
And nobody got AIDS from the swimming pool.
The swimming pool probably had AIDS.
Yeah, you got. That's like a kid shitting in the bottom. You gotta fucking dump. You gotta dump that whole thing
You
out.
got to clear
You
the
gotta
whole fucking thing out.
You gotta fucking do the solution.
Yeah. No, but it's like, fucking that's medicine though. They're always misleading us. That's why I just I don't take any fucking medicines.
Bro, one time I saw a fucking I don't know what just made me think
I can't.
you talking about the shit at the pool, the shit in the pool. But like one time I seen this fucking turd at the pool, not in the pool, like at the toilet at the pool.
Yeah.
And it was such a fucking log that it was like sticking out.
It's like a Titanic one where it was like out of
Yeah.
the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you could see it from far. Like you were like, what the fuck is
Like
that?
walking up, it was like out of the bowl.
Yeah.
Wow.
Have you ever took a shit while after you were swimming or something and you're all wet?
Yeah, it's all chafed and shitty. Yeah.
But like if you have a big log, that shit comes right out. dude.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I think
Well, it's 'cause
the
the-
chlorine gets up in you or something. Dude, that comes right out. It's the fucking,
It's the like the hardness of the water. It makes it so like your butt cheeks don't like they don't get any dew on them because it's just like fucking just skeets it right through.
Yo, I heard this dude talking about fucking circumcision. Like he's like against circumcision.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm pretty sure wiping my ass would be easier if it made the hole bigger.
Touche.
Dude, I've been missing out on I've been seeing these funny things on Instagram for a long time, and normally I'll just send them to you guys.
Yeah.
But now I started following the comedians that are saying them, you know what I mean? So it's I get a little second dose of these guys now.
Yeah.
It's been good for me.
Oh, TikTok fucking went
Never-
away and now it's back.
I never had. Yeah, that's fucking.
Yeah.
My
Well,
man
so
Zach's more of a Snapchat kind of guy.
well, so
No,
I was a
don't-
TikTok.
No, Snapchat's done. I mean,
Yeah?
Snapchat was just to text a couple of people. Now, if you want to send your friend a video, but
I
I,
feel
don't.
like we used to go skateboarding and you'd be Snapchatting.
yeah,
no?
yeah. If you want to send your friend, that's done, dude.
It's gay now.
Yeah, no, it's not gay, but nobody really uses it.
Nobody
you don't have,
does.
yeah.
All I know is I get a bunch of. I'm on Snapchat just because my fucking wife's family has a Snapchat group.
Yeah, yeah.
And I just find it annoying though because it's keeps trying me to get start their video service, and I'll watch whatever the fucking reels and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
I'll watch one video and be like, this isn't funny. You don't
No,
your
Snapchat
algorithm
Reels
don't
is-
know me.
Snapchat
Yeah.
Reels
Yeah.
is the worst. It's
Yeah.
my Snapchat algorithm's people in Southeast Asia making things
Yeah.
out of wood.
Well-
It's weird. And then you go on my Instagram and it's
Digging a
Like-
pool with
Yeah.
a wooden spoon.
I love
Yeah.
that shit. Watching that shit. But no, fucking. So when TikTok got banned though, I went to open up TikTok and it was no, fuck you or whatever the message was. So I
you
deleted
have it?
What I had it, yeah. So,
Oh.
but then I deleted it because
You
TikTok
have
was
TikTok?
TikTok was my shit.
I had one, yeah, but I don't actively pay attention.
I'd never
to it.
had one, but that's
Really?
because my cousin's famous on it. The Dixie and Charlie D'Amelio, the dancers, they had the Dunkin' Donuts drink
No.
and shit. Well,
I know. Yeah.
they're like they do that dance, the
Those
renegade.
people.
Yeah, they made it like famous or whatever, and they're literally rich off. They live in California, whatever. But I hate them. So
Yeah.
when they got
So fuck 'em.
famous,
Yeah.
yeah, they got famous off TikTok when I was in like high school. I was like, no, this whole thing is fucking stupid.
Which
I was
one's your
like,
cousin? Are they both your cousins?
Dixie and Charlie are both my cousin. Yeah, they're
Charlie and
they're-
Dixie
D'Amelio.
DeMillo?
Yeah, look them up. They got like 150 fucking million fucking followers, bro. Fuck 'em.
Well, anyway, but I was a TikTok guy, but then I deleted the shit because like it said I fucking whatever, you're fucked. And then they say like, oh well, never mind, we renege on it. And then I went to go re-download it, and I can't even download it anymore. Like it's
oh,
just
you
like
can't even download it.
no. So maybe it's like if you had it,
it came back though. I
it
think.
came back, but I can't download it on the App Store. So I'm like, what the fuck? So now I've been like rolling through my Instagram shit, which like I never used Instagram, and like yeah, it's like
Really?
yeah, I was never an Instagram guy.
Yeah.
So now I'm
'cause you
like,
guys are Facebook.
yeah, I've had to kind of
I
fucking
fuck with Instagram, bro. Like
Yeah.
most of the reels, most of the shit I be sending people is on Instagram.
I've been on Instagram since I was like 12.
I have had Instagram this whole time, but I've never like used it for like reels and shit. And now that I'm back to Instagram, I feel like TikTok was like so like good at like just give me exactly what I wanted. It was like, oh, great
I
video,
didn't
great
like
video,
the,
great video. I go to Instagram, it's like all it is just like Instagram must just think I just love bitches with fat asses because I'm just like, all right, man, I get it, man. Like,
Nah,
what-
you gotta
know?
just give it time, bro.
Yeah, you
Like,
gotta
Yeah.
give it like a week. You
Yeah.
gotta, you gotta get.
I
Some,
mean, I love. Don't get me wrong. I love bitches with fat asses, but,
Yeah, but-
I don't want to see it every
Yo,
fucking
but
time. I open
Instagram
up
does.
and also
Instagram does
Instagram
give
like
you women more than
Yeah.
any other app.
Is
though,
that what it
because I
is?
don't
Yeah.
because like once I go on my reels, I don't see any girls. Like there's
Yeah.
no like videos like
Well,
the
TikTok,
girls.
I-
But
I
if I go on
the
my reels
search.
page, like if I go to the search page,
Yeah.
it's all girls.
It's all
It's like
whores.
I don't even.
yeah.
I must look at them enough to have the page come up, but it's like
I think Instagram just
It
knows what
doesn't-
I'm doing on Google Chrome, and it's like,
it doesn't
That's what
come.
it is.
It doesn't come up on my actual reels though. All my reels, you see the shit we send each other. It's like that's
Yeah.
what comes up on my feed.
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't get like weird videos of girls going like that.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
You know
that's-
what
if I go to my search page though, it's just
I
all.
almost get explicitly ass shit too, which I'm just
Yeah,
like, God
yeah.
damn, maybe it does know me. Anyway,
I,
but
I clicked on a foot by mistake, and it like won't ever let me forget it.
yeah, so now you're
Like
just
I
done.
saw,
Yeah.
like I was on the search today, and I saw a dude holding a girl's foot like with his hand.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like a toe
yeah.
in
Now
hand.
thinks you're
and
a
I was
weird
like,
foot guy.
I do get.
yeah,
I do
it
get.
won't like. I'm like, just stop, please.
He knows what I get. I get
Please.
too much like tranny like things, but not
Oh,
like
yeah, Zach be
not like
tricking me.
not
Like, if he-
promiscuous things, but it's like just like a trans person talking about shit,
Yeah.
and I know it gets him pissed off because like they're just like, so today I went to the grocery store.
Yeah, I can't even finish.
It's like
You can't
not-
even finish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
can
Like I
start,
can't
though.
You
come
can start
from
those.
this.
yeah, go and just switch over.
No, like he'll send me these things and I like click on it and like 10 seconds into it, I'm like, that motherfucker, I'm not watching the rest of this.
It is funny. It
Yeah.
is like a thing of sometimes like how long can you watch this for though? It's like until you're like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Dude, that happened to me today too. I saw this thing. It was like these two guys talking about, well, it started off with like a regular meathead dude like me saying how pretentious a Negroni is, right? And then it cuts to this fucking fat homo and he's like, I order Negronis all the time. And
I
I'm
think
like,
cocktails are pretentious.
of course you do, motherfucker. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. I just fucking...
I like making them, especially when behind that's the best thing. Like cracking beer is boring all day, but making cocktails is fun. But the people who order cocktails
Are the
I'd rather,
worst.
I'd
Yeah.
rather give beer to dudes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, once you hit the pinnacle, like once you've been making drinks with spoons like for too long, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
you go backwards to like what I'm doing now, you're like, this is prime real estate where I'm at
Yeah, I
right
was gonna
now.
say I would love to just crack
Like-
beers open.
Yeah, like I just give you beer and wine and like 1-in-1s all day long. Like if somebody asks me to make them an old fashioned, I like roll my eyes as hard as I can.
Nah.
Like I attempt to like roll my eyes as far back to meet the eyes of the goblin running this.
Did I
Terrible
tell
machine
you
of a
guys about
person I
the
am.
Brazilian rodeos that me and Bree were working up in Norton, Mass?
I feel like that's like a sexual thing, but
I remember
go
you
on.
tell- I
No,
remember you
it's
telling me
actually-
that you
so
were
know
gonna
how
do
many
this.
Brazilians are in
Oh yeah, ton.
Connecticut, right?
Yeah.
So that's half the parking lot is all Connecticut license plates. But
Yeah.
I guess there's a bunch of Brazilians in Mass and Rhode Island too.
Oh,
So-
well, I thought you were gonna say in Mass,
Mass
but Mass
probably,
is a
yeah.
huge amount. Yeah.
So in
all the
Nor-
dudes that
so-
used to work the kitchens where I worked, that was all Brazilian
yeah, and
guys.
there's
yeah.
where we're from in Connecticut, it's all
Yeah.
it's all Brazilians because there's Portuguese people there. It's you know what I mean. I didn't know that there was that many
Yeah.
because when you go to the rodeos and it's funny, they're Southerners. Like they're not like I don't know what I was imagining Brazilians to be like just because I'm from a city and like the Brazilians I'm from like aren't rodeo
Oh yeah,
People,
they all
like,
live on
they're
farms. It's one
cowboys.
big
Like,
farm.
They're
Yeah,
they're
fucking all
literally
of
cowboys.
Brazil.
They drive big lifted trucks. They have cowboy hats. They're cowboys.
Yeah.
They ride bulls. They do bull rodeos and stuff. And I'm just sitting there cracking Heinekens and
Yeah.
Modelo's all day. That's all you had to do. Just and the dude would come with hundreds on hundreds of Coronas, Modelo's, and Heinekens, and then they get tickets and they come up. They give you a ticket. You don't have to take any cash. You take it, boom. You don't get any tips at the end of the night, but the rodeo pays you out like $800. Like,
Oh, nice.
it's like insane for one day. You're there all day, just cracking, and it's fun to watch. Everybody's dancing to like Brazilian music.
Yeah.
There's a rodeo going on. Dudes are walking around with oxes and horses and shit. People are trying to
It's
sell
like
hats.
the Bethlehem Fair.
Dude, it's like
Yeah.
exactly that's what I was like thinking
Yeah.
about. I was like, so Brazilians out in mass and they're like the white dudes in the
Brazil.
valley. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I was like, I could.
Brazil
I,
is like
I was
the
like, I fuck with
third-
this dude.
I
I
think
was like, this is all right.
Brazil is either the third or the fourth largest exporter of agricultural goods in the world.
Did not know that.
Yeah. That's like
Did not know
they're
that.
they're all farmers down there. And all those motherfuckers who worked at like the restaurant and shit, all of them owned like ranches and like farmland, and that was what they were doing up here. They were fucking making as much money as they could and then buying fucking property back in Brazil and then going home to live like kings, you know, being like,
was
I own fucking 100 goats now. It's like,
Yeah.
you know,
That's
and meanwhile the
crazy.
motherfucker was just like washing dishes for like 7 years, you know?
Yeah, that's what like Edgar did and stuff
Yeah.
with his family in Guatemala.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of
So
people
they all
do.
That's
Yeah,
like
they send-
what that's
yeah.
like what Miner does.
Yeah, that's
Remember
good. Yeah, but
Miner?
that's good money down there and stuff. They send that back and it really
Yeah.
so it supports their family and stuff.
Yeah,
But
and up
but
here
like
they live in like a fucking 3-bedroom apartment with
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
12 other guys
Yeah,
and
yeah.
just like, you know, fucking live
They just
lean
bear it
for
out,
6
yeah.
years. Yeah.
Which is fucking good for them.
Yeah, I mean,
But
fuck.
I think Brazilians and Noggy, they're all from Rio, like from the city.
Yeah.
So they don't come up
Staying
as
out there, yeah.
yeah, they don't come up as like cowboys. They come up like as city slickers
Yeah.
to a city, and then they're like,
What can I steal?
yeah,
Right,
like,
yeah.
like, and then you become my best friend, and we do some fuck shit all through
Yeah.
high school. You know what I mean? Like,
You get like all the Sao Paulo Brazilians,
Yes,
not
a
like
lot of
those
Sao
fucking
Paulo,
deep
yeah.
Outazes regions or
Yup.
whatever the fuck they're called.
yeah, wild boys.
The Amazonian shit.
Ever tell you about my my best friend Chris and my friend from high school? Chris is Brazilian. Jonah's a regular white kid, like just like white, like bread and butter. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? But Chris and his he's already a felon, and I don't know how he got up to America. But his cousin Ricky is like a really bad guy.
Yeah.
So Ricky convinced Chris and Jonah in high school to rob a drug dealer's house, and it wasn't the drug dealer's house, and it wasn't it. There was a cop coming. They got arrested for a home invasion
Yeah.
in high school. This like innocent little kid was, and Chris, my other friend, who's not bad either, and just followed by Ricky. They all went to jail. They got bonded out or whatever. Ricky moved to another wherever, so he's still on the run. Like it's like.
Oh, wait, so they skipped bail? Like-
No, my buddies got fucked for all high school. They got
Yeah.
expelled for the year. They had to come back all throughout like the next 2 years. They were all they were like sophomores.
But
when it
the guy
happened.
who like called the
Ricky
shots,
just
he
whoop,
dipped.
skipped. Yeah, he's just out, just
Yeah, just being Ricky.
probably busting other windows open right now. It's
All right.
just
Remember
like,
that one time?
Yeah. Anyway, that's fun.
yeah. I
Yeah.
was gonna say no Cowboys where I'm from.
In Noggy, there's some. Well, I mean, like that area. Woodbury's fucking.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You gotta. That's not like
it's
if
fucking
you go
8 minutes
in-
from your house.
But I don't experience. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
All my friends from my hockey team were
Yeah.
all from Woodbury and
Yeah.
Middlebury. They all wear like jeans with cowboy
Cowboy
boots.
boots, yeah. The VOAG
And I'm coming
program
in
at
with
Nanawa.
freaking fours on and
Yeah.
and white Air Force Ones. Like it's a lot different from
Oh, yeah.
just 8 minutes away.
Yeah.
It's literally like two totally different towns.
Yeah.
Because my one of my good friends, like he wears cowboy boots and stuff, and I was talking with him, his brother, his mom, and they were all in the room, and I'm like, hey, I should get a pair of cowboy boots. And they were looking at me. They all started laughing. They're like, not with that fucking accent.
What was with you as we were talking about cowboy boots? Were we on one of these episodes? Like how fucking stupid people in cowboy boots
Oh
look?
my god,
Yeah.
dude! Like, if you're
I was on the side of cowboy boots.
if
just
you're a
so you know.
Walker Texas Ranger, fine. I'm saying like it's mainly like broads that have like
Yeah.
you know what I mean. They'll just be wearing them.
here. If you go down south though, and like Georgians, that's everybody wears that. Just
Dude,
jeans, belt buckle, and cowboy.
When I was
boots.
in high school, bro, I don't know what the fuck happened, but like kids went from being like I play Tony Hawk and ride BMX, like looking like that kind of dress. Like I wear Vans.
I wear
and, like,
Jenkos, and now I wear
not
now I
really,
wear
not
Levi's.
Jinkos, not that far. Like a conservative skater.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like they went from that in like the 9th grade to us going on. Like I remember we went on like a field trip in like auto mechanics, and like the 11th or the 12th grade, and these kids used to be like BMX style kids, and they had made a full flip into dressing in like the tight Wranglers with the big belt buckle, with like the tucked in flannels and shit, with the big hats, and I was like, what the fuck?
That's Florida for you.
What
though.
the
Yeah.
fuck is this
Also,
shit?
I think there's like a weird like jump between like BMX bikers, and then all of a sudden you become motocross, and you're like, well, you're kind of a hick now.
yeah.
And then
And
after
then
that,
they-
you then become like a full blown
Yeah.
hick. Like
so
it's kind of like
that's actually funny
degrees.
you say that. You know, like all the gearheads and car kids in the
Yeah.
valley and everything, they eventually become like cowboys and
Yeah.
hicks because they're like, oh, we're just working on our cars
right,
all
it's
day.
gears,
Like, yeah, that actually.
and
does
then they
make
just
sense,
move
yeah.
into working on tractors, and that's how they
And
how
then
they roll.
Yeah, and then,
Yeah.
then their kids end up going to Nonawag.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yo, what
and,
about
and either learning how to farm or smoking
Smoking
crack.
crystal meth, yeah.
what about like the hybrid? It's like a cowboy work boot. Like, you know about these kind of like
No.
hybrid?
Yeah.
I feel like they wear them in the South more. Like, you know what I mean? It'll be
I
like
would hope so.
It'll be like it would be like a work boot, but it's like squared off a little bit. Or,
Yeah.
I mean, it'll be it's like it's a cowboy boot, but it has like a box toe to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Our boy
Sort of like steel-toed
like-
cowboy boots.
maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, no, but it's not. It doesn't look like a steel toe work boot. It looks like a fucking like a rhombus on the top of it.
I don't know
Like,
how I know
I
this, but
kind of
actually,
yeah.
I don't know how I know this, but I know I remember now distinctly being told by some sort of like farmer or something like that is actually you don't wear steel toe boots and shit on farms and shit because of cattle stepping on your feet.
Yeah, it could squish it in.
Fucking
yeah.
smash your foot, and
Yeah,
all of a sudden
yeah.
it's like, well, congratulations, now they're cutting off the
Now
whole
they're
top
cut-
half of your foot.
I've
You
heard
know,
that
so
too.
yeah, they don't fuck around with that shit.
I played hockey with a kid whose brother died on their farm.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like in a farm accident, and I was like, dude, in Connecticut?
No, I mean, it's fucking dangerous work still, man.
No, it is. It's crazy.
Like, this is like this one right here in the middle. That's like the work boot that I grew up with, like my stepdad putting on every
Yeah.
day, who was like a carpenter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But our boy like Sandy,
Hold
Oh,
up, what
high
is
top
that?
Tims.
What
I
is
know
that?
that.
our boy like San
That's a New York
Diego be
queen
wearing
wearing those.
something similar to like
To
that.
those?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't call that like, I don't know. It just has like
That's
a
a cowboy boot.
yeah, but it has a little the top of it is a little different.
I also
don't
feel
know.
like I couldn't fuck with any of these shoes because I have like a weird shaped foot ankle.
This is the
thigh
worst. Do you have
region.
these, Zach?
I did when I played hockey because you had to dress nice, but I never wore. I still have them. I never wear them though.
I feel like he's like admitting to you that he's gay.
Yeah.
No, I
Those are
I do
terrible.
have a pair of those.
Those
my
are terrible.
My
Those are
dad
for
wear-
girls.
My dad wears those.
Those are for girls.
My father
For
wears those.
for those
Zach's dad, those are for ladies. I don't know who like
Nah, if you're from the '80s, dude.
it's like when you're talking shit on like in the
Come on.
Chappelle show when they play Prince in basketball and he's like, you got that on the blouses aisle. Like, that's on the fucking blouses aisle. Get out of
you
here.
know
with
what
that.
you wearing.
Yeah.
I wear Doc Martens. Are those gay?
Game
Yeah.
blouses.
Doc Martens guy?
Doc Martens?
That's my favorite
I
boot.
would
Nah,
say so.
nah, those aren't gay.
See, I would disagree, but I do think they're the best boot because
Well-
you know who wears them?
It
Lesbians?
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's like, let me.
Yeah,
you know-
but like we're
you
not
know who-
talking
you know
we're not
who
talking
made 'em?
gay like actual gay. I'm talking like gay like, oh, that's gay.
That's
Yeah.
what I was gonna say. Like,
I like
if,
docs.
if you're talking about docs, like, it just depends on who's wearing them.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Like, if you're at some fucking rainbow rally, then yeah, they're fucking gay. But if you're at a Rammstein concert, then no, they're fucking cool.
Yeah.
You know?
Fucking
That's what I got.
Rammstein. I haven't thought about them in a while. Every now and again, I scare the shit out of my kids by playing Rammstein.
Dude, I used to like purposefully blare that out of my Camaro coming
Yeah.
into my high school parking lot every day in like the 11th grade.
Yeah. Yeah. When it gets fucking heavy, that's fucking.
Yeah.
It's a badass song.
Or that one part in that Offspring song when he's like, "You stupid, dumb shit, goddamn
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is that song?
I don't know.
I
I'm
can't.
not a big fan of Rammstein. I like Offspring though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, Offspring, I went to see them recently with my
know.
brother,
Yep.
and they spent so much time like pandering to us, telling us that Mansfield, Massachusetts was the best crowd that they ever came across, and blah, blah, blah. It's like, bro, shut the fuck up and play one more fucking metal song.
Yeah.
I saw-
What are you doing?
I saw Motley Crue when I was like 8, and Vince Neil spent the whole. It was in Hartford. It was at Mohegan Sun, by the way. And he spent the whole time going, "I love you, New York." Fucking Vince Neil.
Where was it?
Come on,
Mohegan
Vince.
Sun in Connecticut. He's "I love New York."
Yeah,
He was
looking-
fat
looking
as
like the
fuck.
Abominable
Yeah,
Snowman.
Yeah,
my
the
God.
Abominable.
Yeah, this was Saints of Los Angeles tour 08 Vince. Like this
Yeah.
is Motley Crue still together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, bro, one of the first tapes I ever had was Motley Crue, Decade of Decadence. Like, I grew up listening to Motley
So
Crue.
my
like
dad
a
is
fucking-
an 80s dude, and when I was a kid, that's what me and my brother listened to.
Yeah.
It was like we thought Poison, Guns N' Roses, like hair metal was the coolest thing to me
Yeah.
until I like found like the
Until
Grateful
you,
Dead.
yeah, until like
yeah.
your friend, until you made friends, and they're like,
Yeah.
"What are you listening to?"
Yeah,
My,
I was like, come on, dude, this is fucking American shit, man. Like,
My first tape was Skid Row, the one where like the
18
it's like
to
the,
Life?
It's the yeah, 18 to Life. The guy with the
Yeah.
the painting of the guy on the cover. Yeah,
greatest album ever.
yeah, it's a fucking awesome album.
It's a great
18 and Life.
Dude,
Like, honestly, like Sebastian Bach is like second on my list of people who I just can't listen to
White Jamie
anymore
Foxx. Yeah.
because they've like,
White
Ruined
Jamie
themselves.
Foxx,
yeah, just like what I've
Why
seen
white
him.
Jamie Foxx?
great actor,
Okay.
Trailer Park Boys, and great singer. And he, can
Oh,
play, and,
okay,
he,
so
and, he,
it's-
and he plays a bunch of instruments. You know
All
what I
right,
mean?
so
Sebastian Bach's
white
like
Jamie
Jamie
Foxx
Foxx.
is a good thing.
Yeah, and he's
Yeah.
and I think back in the 80s,
Is Sebastian
Bach
Bach
was a strapping
an
guy.
actor?
What show is he on though? Like
Trailer Park
Celebrity
Boys?
Rehab or
No,
something?
No, Trailer Park Boys.
No,
Yeah.
he was on like
Yes, he
Celebrity
was.
Rehab or
Oh,
something,
maybe
just
he
being
was,
a
yeah.
fucking tool bag.
Yeah,
And, like,
probably.
was he on
That's
the-
fucking?
that's why he's only in second place though. Like first place to me, who I loved as a kid. Like I used to love Aerosmith, and like
Yeah.
the more and more that I see of Steven Tyler, the more and more I'm like, yeah, you know,
I liked
Steven
Aerosmith
Tyler
when
kind
I
of
was
looks
a
like my
kid.
mom at this point.
Yeah, I was never. I
Like,
like
I've
Joe,
seen-
the guitarist.
Joe
Yeah,
Perry.
Joe Perry is one of the greatest guitarists ever.
Yeah, but he's
I've
kind of
seen
a
a funny
douchebag,
thing,
too.
a picture of Steven
They're all
Tyler, and it's like,
douchebags.
Yeah, I'm just saying though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steven Tyler looks like the cool mom that lets you drink at.
Yeah,
He
I was
does,
just gonna
doesn't
say
he?
here
I was
at
gonna
my
say,
house, yeah.
the older he gets, the more I'm like, he looks like my mom.
Yeah, he's like halfway to Caitlyn Jenner, dude.
Yeah.
Yo, I got a Facebook post that comes up in my memories from now and then. Like when they started saying that about Bruce Jenner transitioning, like I'll be like, if you want to see what he's gonna look like when he's
Steven
done,
Tyler?
just Google image Steven Tyler.
It's actually hysterical. They
Yeah.
do it, yeah.
It was probably before they started banning people for saying stuff like that.
Yeah.
They're gonna catch up with me.
No, not anymore. At least for 4 years, we're good.
Yeah.
I've shared this funny thing. There's like Mark Zuckerberg who fucked an ostrich.
Dude, how about
Yeah,
Mark
the
Zuckerberg?
whole like
Had you
Facebook
pulled
not
the
fact
fact
checking.
checking, yeah.
Did you
like-
see him on fucking Joe Rogan? Did you see his transformation from like soft fucking startup kid?
Oh, I
Dude,
wouldn't fuck. I wouldn't fuck with Zuckerberg now.
Dude,
I
now
looks
he's like fucking.
Yeah, now he looks like Machine
Dude,
Gun
he's got
Kelly.
fucking hands that
fuck?
look like they could fucking pound people.
God.
Somebody
Yeah.
put the two things next to each other, and they put the fucking words from Terminator, the first generation. You could tell that the second generation of robots sweated. They had bad breath and BO. Like
Yeah.
it's. I wish I should. I probably shared it to one of these two
Dude,
guys.
fucking yeah. If they
is
ever make
true,
a
yeah.
sequel to The Social Network, that motherfucker Jamie Eisenberg's gonna have to fucking bulk up. 'Cause that dude looks like he could fucking whoop some ass now.
Yeah, he's been going like the.
You remember
I
that
see him
shit
going
where-
like the gym and fighting and stuff.
Yeah, but you remember that shit where Elon Musk was like, "I'll challenge Mark Zuckerberg to a fight." Zuckerberg just
took
like
that personally.
Yeah, he stood on
Oh,
business.
yeah.
He was like, "Yeah, fucking bring it on. When do you want to do it?"
So
Like,
I'll-
then Elon got real fucking quiet.
So about the
Yeah.
inauguration with Elon though,
Yeah.
besides him doing the goose step,
Besides him being a fucking anti-Semite.
fascista,
Yeah.
just looking at him, looking in the crowd, dude, he's like. I was like, nah, he's got. Everybody was like, no, he's being weird. I was like, no, he's not, dude. He's got fucking Neuralink already in his. He's swiping out of fucking
Probably.
browsers. He's probably watching porn
Yeah.
too. Like he's like,
Well,
There's mad memes about George Bush, like him looking all
Do you
weird and
see
then being
him?
like when the edibles kick in.
no,
yeah.
he's high as fuck. Him
Yeah.
and Bill Clinton have to be stoned, dude. I see them walking down.
I want to.
Bill walks like he's got a turd in his ass.
Yeah.
It's the funniest thing. No, not Bill. Yeah. No,
Dude,
George
they're
Bush.
all just the
George
fucking
Bush.
robots from
Oh,
Epcot
dude, it's
Center.
bad,
They just
dude.
fucking marched them out there. Somebody's
The fucking the Hall of Presidents.
Yeah, they got a fucking PlayStation controller. They're fucking marching them out there, and that's it.
I'm not gonna lie though. I kind of was fucking with Hillary.
What? Like
Just like
she hot?
no, she used to be hot.
She did used to be
She
hot.
was hot.
Yeah.
She was a smoke show. But like,
I wouldn't say smoke show.
you're
But
an evil woman. That's got to be respected in some type of
Yeah.
way. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't want her to be president back then, but I'm thinking about it now. I was like, maybe she wasn't the worst. You know what I mean? She's got
Well,
a
I mean-
body count list. She's a pretty. You know what I mean?
yeah, no, she's fucking.
You want a good, strong dictator.
I mean,
Hillary Clinton does a
that
pretty
was
good job.
honestly that was my one beef with like the whole Kamala Harris shit, like becoming president. I was like, if there's gonna be a first woman president, like this ain't it. You
You
know,
gotta
like
run Big Mike, dude, to beat Germany.
Yeah,
I don't understand why they didn't do that. If you ran Michelle Obama,
yeah, she would have won in a
she would
landslide.
have won.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
I think so.
I mean,
I think she would have won in a landslide.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, with young people,
Yeah.
with women, everybody went in droves.
I think there would have been a fucking shooter with better aim if they fucking posted that up on there.
No, you just need a good pantser.
Yeah.
You just need someone to go and
You see the thing going around of like her on the Ellen show dancing? And it
but
just shows
that's
like a little
fake.
boop.
That's fake, dude.
What about when Beyonce sits down? She's got like a fake belly.
What?
Yeah.
Who?
Somebody
Are you
else
talking
too.
about Michelle Obama's dick?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's got to be fake, dude. I've seen that video 100 times. Like, no way that she actually has.
And
a
he was
penis
really
slinging
looking
around,
for that
dude.
dick. So
No,
I mean,
you see it on your feed and shit.
Yeah.
It's like no way that that's real. Like it would be hysterical if it was, and I love to make the joke, but
What
no way that
You never noticed how
she's-
like all of the first ladies are fucking dog shit ugly, bro?
how about Jackie Kennedy had to be one of the
yeah, I mean,
ugliest,
she was.
and
What?
they said Jackie,
Oh, Jackie Onassis Kennedy.
yes, ugly. I think
What?
she's not.
She was like a fucking
Bro,
model.
she's probably like the top best looking fucking first
No.
lady
yeah.
ever.
I mean,
compared-
she's like.
Dude, look
she's
at
definitely.
look at what like Roosevelt's wife looked like. She looks
Yeah.
like a
I'm gonna pull up
fucking
Jackie
Berenstein
Onassis,
bear, bro. They all got the fucking.
Oh, I don't
And
think
those
any-
are different
there's-
times,
no,
too.
you're-
They
you're
all look
right,
like
you're
trannies,
right.
bro.
I
Abraham
think-
Lincoln's
no,
wife
I
was
think
famously
I
ugly.
think they are all
Yeah.
ugly and everything. No, I think
Yeah.
that Mary Todd. Yeah, she's.
Yeah.
Bro,
fucking
did you tell me that
hit.
Abraham Lincoln was like, now I'm gonna free him, but they can all go back
Oh
home?
yeah, that's absolutely what
No,
I
he
gotta
said.
that
read up
was-
about
yeah.
that.
No, not entirely.
Yeah, no, that
no,
was his opinion.
Liberia.
Well, yeah, they wanted to all send him
That
back.
wasn't just him though. That was half the Republicans at the time. You had
No,
to
no,
pander
no.
to that.
I'm not
though.
saying
You know
he
what
was
I
the
mean?
one that
Like,
came up with the
yeah,
idea,
wasn't
but
the
he
one
was
who
the one
came
that
up
was
with the
like, "Good
idea.
idea, let's send him back."
Well, what
Yeah.
the fuck? The whole country's fighting each other. You gotta be like, okay, yeah, you gotta give and take sometimes.
I'm
dude.
just
Like,
saying,
you know what I mean?
for all the people that like praise him, it's like, well, I mean, he didn't exactly. He was the most progressive guy of his time, you know. So
No, but I mean, for his time, yeah,
abolition's, yeah,
pretty progressive
For sure.
So John Brown would
Just
be
telling
considered a
people-
fucking racist nowadays.
yes, you're absolutely right. Yeah,
but he's supported. You
Yeah,
know what I
no.
mean, like it's got to give and take with the times, man.
that's true. All I'm saying, or I think the original argument though was just like how everyone was like shits on
Who
like
was the
Columbus
main-
or whatever,
who was the
but it's
main
like,
proprietor of that though. They sent him to Liberia. That was a main thing.
yeah, that was the main thing
That's
for a
why,
while
That's
too.
why Liberia
Yeah.
is Liberia.
Like as
they-
late as
their
Woodrow
flag-
Wilson, you know,
Yeah,
like they were
their-
like still like, can we
Yeah.
send these fucks back?
You
know?
see, you ever seen Ari Shafir back in the early 2000s? His video series, The Great Racist.
Yeah.
But that was one of the things. He set up on a beach in like Santa Monica with a fucking
Oh
boat.
yeah, I did see that. Yeah.
It's just like only Ari could fucking do that and still be in the public eye.
I don't really
nowadays.
love. I don't love.
Is that dude in the
Ari.
public eye has been trying to be famous for fucking 25
Dude,
years?
Don't disrespect.
He's a
that.
fucking
like-
loser.
that's what
He's
everybody
the
burns
fucking-
him about all the time.
Everybody hates him, dude. But he's
Yeah, I
the
fucking hate him. He's a fucking
best,
loser.
bro.
He's a
Why?
fucking loser. Why? Honestly, it all stems from him dosing people. Like you're,
That's the funniest shit in the
No.
world, dude.
I'll
Did
put
you
it to
see?
you-
Did you see Skankfest when they tried to dose Ari and Ari switched the fucking drink with Big J Okerson to actually
I
dose
saw
Big
that,
J?
yeah.
That's fucking great, dude. Because I wasn't supportive of the dosing, but as soon as they tried to dose him and Shane fucking dosed Big J instead of getting Ari dosed, I was like, dude, that's hats off.
I don't know, man.
And then they
You're
had
fucking
the-
with people's brain
Then
chemistry
they
at
had
that point.
then they had the trial to like see if he got. That was also on Skankfest. Then they had a trial to see if he was guilty or not. So him and Shane went and opposed. Fucking Big J was on the stand as like the victim, and then they had like Louis J Gomez and the other guy, fucking like going up against Shane and Ari, and Ari didn't make a good point for himself to like get out of it.
Yeah.
But he made a good point of like I caused chaos. That's what I came to do.
yeah.
So he won. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like it was just like you can't lose. To me, dude can't lose. He's a great troll.
Yeah, that's fine. I
Yeah, he's
just, you know,
hysterical.
if ever anyone put me in a situation where they dosed me, like they're gonna die. Like I'm not even fucking around. Like I'll fucking kill you. Like you don't fuck with somebody's brain chemistry like that.
I'd be pretty,
Actually,
I'd
if
be
anything,
pretty
you're
mad.
right. I shouldn't be mad at Ari Schaefer. I should be mad at like who the fuck was it? The Burt Kreischer. Like
Oh.
you're a pussy. Like I'm sorry, but if you come to my house and you dose me in front of my fucking kids, you're not making it out of that fucking house alive. Like, and I'm not saying that to be like a tough guy. I'm just saying like I would just straight fucking kill you. Like that would just be the end of you.
That's me with the.
Yeah,
But I don't
Philadelphia
think you
Eagles
would
guy.
because you'd be like on Molly and you'd be like,
Nah.
I'm so sorry
I
that I'm
love
mad
you,
at you
yeah.
about this right now. Yeah, like,
My rage would fucking go through the Molly. Like, and then I would just be like temporary insanity since I was on drugs.
I would not appreciate being dosed, nor
Yeah.
would I ever dose somebody. But it's a.
I guess
funny
Molly
fucking
would have
situation.
been okay, I guess.
I
but
think-
like, I really
if
my
somebody
thing
gave
is
me
like
acid. I would,
like if you
I
dose
would,
me with
yeah.
acid, dude, I'm gonna fucking
Yeah,
kill you.
I quit
like,
that shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially like the last couple times I took acid too, were just like they were dark
times.
trips. Yeah, not
Yep.
fun. And that's the kind of shit that where once it's in your head, it's there forever. Like there ain't
No, it changes you
yeah,
forever.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
no coming back from that. you
I
know?
think I was disassociated for at least 2 years.
yeah,
Dude,
I mean,
I saw a great meme today that was like, Mr. Rogers had it all figured out. Come home from work, change into your comfy clothes, and just disassociate for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
And that made me put it
Host
in the
a
notes.
children's
I was like,
show in your
I was
head.
like, is he just coming home and getting high on mushrooms in like the land of make believe? Like,
maybe. Yeah.
And it brought me to this other thing that I saw. You guys got to find this fucking video. It's this guy. It's an elevator closed footage or whatever. Closed caption, not closed caption.
Like Ray,
Yeah.
Ray Lewis.
CCTV.
CCTV.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the dude, he's got a briefcase and a jacket on and everything. He takes the jacket off. He fucking takes a fucking globe out. Fucking smokes some meth real quick, and he fucking starts going wild in the elevator, bro.
Like a globe, like a spinning globe.
no, like that's
No,
what
like
you
a
call
crack
like a
pipe.
fucking
crack
yeah.
pipe. Okay, gotcha.
So but he's doing all this weird shit, bro, and it's just like I don't understand how nobody else tries to get in the elevator. Like you never see that happen, but there's a part where he only has his feet left to keep the doors from sticking, and he's like all the way out in the fucking thing. Like I don't know what the hell's going. It's like when Kenny is like huffing the cat piss and he goes into like that fucking crazy secret world.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'll find it and send it to you. It's
All
fucking
right.
funny.
I want to see that.
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
When we were talking about sending everybody back to Liberia,
Yeah.
I was like thinking about Shane Gillis when he's talking about the guy who invented the Special Olympics, being like, "Who are you going to tell that to?
Don't tell that to
Don't
anybody.
fucking don't fucking tell that to anybody." But I can just see because I also had this on here that I came across this piece of trivia that Henry Ford is responsible for like the American Work Week.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say you said Henry Ford, a true American cocksucker. I was gonna say, is
Yeah.
that because your fucking Ford Lightning broke down or some shit?
Yeah.
No, it didn't break down. It just got totaled from that tree falling on it.
Oh yeah, he told me that.
But yeah, Henry Ford was probably like looking at that, like he probably wasn't around during the Lincoln times, but they're like, no, we're gonna send them all back to Liberia. He's
No,
like,
but
Oh, he 100% was.
he's a remnant of that age
Yeah.
though. He's definitely born in like the late 1870s,
Like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah.
something like that.
He also-
Nah,
You know,
like,
he was
I
a
got-
famous anti-Semite.
I got
Oh,
an
yeah.
assembly
You ever
line.
seen the Family Guy skit where Henry Ford's he created
No, I didn't know that.
Dude, he created the Family Guy skit on Henry Ford. It was like Henry Ford coming up with the idea for a car. Because I finally created a Jew flattening machine. And they were like, you just use it
You
to
could
get
just-
from
you could
point
get
A to
around.
point B. He was like,
like,
yeah,
no.
I guess so. You could use it to flatten Jews. It was like,
Yeah.
That's
he was
hilarious.
a famous anti-Semite. Hitler was a very good friend of Henry Ford in the Ford Motor Company.
That's crazy.
That's how the fucking
but yeah,
Volkswagen came to be.
VW gets all of the flack for.
Well, VW was made by them, but VW got a lot of its ideas from Ford
Also, our
in the production line.
our
and shit like that,
participation
yeah.
in World War II stemmed more from. I mean, obviously, like, fucking Pearl Harbor was the catalyst.
Yeah, that's what we were.
But it was-
but
it
as
was
soon
more
as
or
he
less-
sent that letter to Mexico, we were like, "What the fuck you doing, bro?"
Well, so what really the reason we went into it though was because of fucking rubber production. Because it's like we needed to make we needed the rubber for the fucking tires and shit for everything. Like on all of our shit, and that whole strip was like all those islands that fucking Japan was invading.
Oh, yeah,
Indonesia,
it's- yeah,
Malaysia,
yep.
all that shit. Singapore,
Philippines.
yeah, Philippines. Like all that shit was like most of our rubber production. So at that point, like we kind of had like we're gonna be an industrial nation. We can't have you fucking with all of our shit. So it wasn't really about Jews at all. Just saying.
No, we didn't care about that.
Or at least that's
until
how that's
after
what
the
that's what they got
fact.
the
Yeah.
sign off from Henry Ford about.
Well, most Americans were German.
Yeah, well,
Even to this day, a lot of Americans are
German, yeah.
So it's like, well, German
we've had
ancestry.
we've had a whole episode about my German grandfather.
Oh, you're German?
Well, my grandfather was he fought for us in World War II, but
you ever
he
seen Band of Brothers?
yeah.
Remember when they were walking by and the kids from Oregon and
Yeah.
everything, and he's like, "What the fuck? Why
Yeah.
are you on that side?" He's like, "Oh, I just gotta
Gotta
go
go
home
for the
and
motherland."
return to
Yeah.
the fatherland." And because I seen that movie when I was, or that series when I was a kid, and that like struck me. I was like, "Did that really happen?"
Yeah.
On Wikipedia, you're like, "Holy shit!"
So you are more of a history buff than he is.
Oh yeah.
Do you know who Herman Goering is?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
I watched this dude called Mark Felton on YouTube, and
Yeah.
he just goes in on all aspects of World War II.
Yeah.
Mark Felton, great YouTube channel, dude. You should look at it.
All right. Well, so Herman Goering, so my grandfather was drafted into World War II. One of the only guys who like got drafted. Like he didn't volunteer, he didn't want to go because like his father or whatever was from fucking Germany and
In America?
in America. So he fought for us in the World War II. But he went there not wanting to go. Like it's not like he was like had any like kind of patriotic spirit
a lot
about
of people
it.
signed up after they said they were going to draft people.
Yeah,
They
well,
just
so
went
he
and-
got drafted. He was like, I don't want to do it, and he got drafted. All right, fuck, I'll go. All right, so that colors his whole time. Like all he's trying to do is just survive. He's not trying to fucking do anything crazy. But at one point in time, he ends up being a guard at Nuremberg, the fucking trials.
shit.
Yeah, so like he's like one of the dudes, and he has like the picture of like Hermann Goering, like the newspaper clipping up on his like bulletin board when I'm like a little kid. He died like when I was like young, but like I remember enough of it where I was just like, who is that? He's like, well, that's Hermann Goering, and he was like the second command of Hitler's right hand man. And then he like looks at me super severe, and he was like, I wasn't guarding him when he killed himself, and I was like, I'm fucking 8, dude. Like, what? Like, why
Yeah,
are
I
you?
think you were fucking guarding him when he killed
Well, it's just one of those
himself.
things where it's like, cool, I'm gonna go ride my tricycle. Like, why are you fucking telling me that?
That is
but it
fucking
always stuck with
awesome.
me, and I'm always just kind of like, with all of his like sentiments of like not really like he was always just like, don't ever let them go to war. Like to my mom, like my grandsons will never. I fought enough for like everyone in this family. We're not going to war. Blah blah blah. Like all of his negative feelings about being in the military, and then like his German things. It's like, did he? He might have been the one that helped Hermann Goering kill himself. Yeah. Right?
That'd be
Thank
pretty
you.
fucking cool.
I feel like
Yeah.
I'm glad you're here because you're
No,
like,
that's actually-
like this
that's
was
actually a
huge
pretty good,
fucking story, like
dude.
in World War II history.
Yeah, I would like, dude, I would get in touch with like a fucking historian and shit and tell him that. Like, my grandpa was adamant that he didn't kill Hermann Goering.
Which kind of feels like he
Well,
did
maybe he
it.
fucking
you know?
helped him assist suicide.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
somebody had to give him the cyanide capsule.
And I think it might have been him. Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually pretty.
Yeah, it's kind of dope.
That's actually fucking hysterical.
Yeah.
Actually, so you know how there's whole towns in Argentina that are like,
Yeah. I
from
think
that-
that's
so-
what started all this
you know what's
conversation.
even crazier?
What?
There's entire towns in Brazil that are from the American Confederates after they lost in
Oh,
1860
shit.
whatever. So
Yeah.
there's a town in Brazil called Americana,
Yeah.
and it was formed by ex-Confederates who go there to this day. They have a Festivas de Confederados or some whatever the fuck it is, dude. The Confederate Festival. You go down there, they fucking wave Confederate flags everywhere. They dance on a Confederate flag dance floor. They're just celebrating the Confederacy. Literally, you go, dude,
Purge all
look
the
it up.
blacks out of the community.
I don't know what the fuck. No, because I was like, what the fuck? I go on Google Earth. I go on the Street View. It's a bunch of Brazilian people. There's some white people, some tan people, some black. Brazil is very
yeah.
Brazil is very
Yeah, they probably bred
multicultural.
themselves in at this point.
Yeah, no, obviously, but I mean, and Brazil is like just as multicultural as
Yeah.
America. It's a bunch of different races, but like there was all different races at this festival for the Confederates. I was like, who the like?
What a
the
wild turn of
fuck?
events.
I was like,
Yeah.
like, what kind of South Park episode?
So do they
kind
get
of
up
shit
here
is
and see
this?
like the Confederate flags on like some like hillbilly's truck, and they're just like, "Hey, what? Me
So,
too."
Going
you know?
back to the fucking
Yeah.
Norton
Yeah.
rodeos, those boys be flying Confederate flags, yo.
Oh,
Like,
shit.
those, yeah, like the brown Brazilian kids.
We're gonna
lo-
lose power.
They love fucking Confederate flags, dude. They love the South. I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
you got to be shitting me right
That's
now.
fucking wild,
Isn't
man.
that crazy?
Yeah, it's a strange
The
turn
whole
of events.
The whole town's named Americana too.
Soccer player like with the last name Hines, and you're like, "Oh yeah, Hines."
How'd you get there?
Yeah.
Well, the funny
What
thing
is that?
about
Uruguayan?
the funny thing about
Yeah.
Argentina in general too is they're not even Hispanic. They're not Spanish descendant mostly. A little bit are, but they're mostly Italian descent.
Yeah.
All of Argentina is Italian descent, like mainly. So they're double whammy on the fascistas over there, dude.
Double whammy on the fascistas.
They are.
Excellent.
Yeah. All right. I think do we have enough for today?
I don't know.
How
I
long was
definitely
it?
want to look into yeah. I think that's enough. Fuck it.
How long was it?
It's hard to tell,
You don't got a timer going? You guys are so professional.
dude. We don't know what the fuck we're doing here. I don't know, man. It's probably. I mean, it's 3:30, so it's got to be. We've been here for at least an hour and a half.
I mean, if we want to end it on this, I feel like I've seen a lot of memes about like getting in trouble for pulling your calculator out in history class when they're talking about the Holocaust.
Oh, dude.
And I
You're-
just did them, and you think, yeah, that's a big number, you know. It's
What?
like
How many
really, but
Americans died during World
But
War
this is
II?
what that's what the math is, though. You just got to get rid of 114.15 a day over a 6-year time span.
Did you do
That's
6
it?
million?
No, that can't be right.
No, that's not it. Do 6
You
million.
can't kill 115 people
Do
a day.
6 million divided by
That's
that's
60.
60 million.
Yeah.
6 million.
6 million divided by
Divided by 6 years.
Yeah, it's $1 million a year.
a million a year.
Divided
Divided
by
by
that shouldn't have been the calculator.
365
Yeah. 2,700
All right, now-
divided
all
by
right.
24, right?
Okay, now you got to figure
That's- now
out how
that's-
big
that's
the ovens
hours.
were and how many they were using.
So 115 an hour.
150 in 1 hour. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that sounds right.
I'm thinking more of 200.
How do you get from hours to seconds?
You guys don't get
60
that joke?
divided by 60. What'd you say?
I said I'm thinking more 291,000, but that's it's my guess. That's the like the neo-Nazi.
Yeah,
like
we
number.
didn't kill that many.
Yeah, it was 291,000. So really, the Armenian genocide
I mean-
was far worse.
Well, if you want to talk just straight like numbers, like per day, I think the winner is that whole like you know
Oh,
the movie Hotel Rwanda.
Yeah, the Uganda
Yeah,
genocide,
like the
shit like that.
Hutu
Yeah,
or
yeah.
the Hutus and whatever.
General, is that General Butnick?
I
No,
don't-
that's
whoever,
Liberia.
dude, they're
That's
fucking each other
Liberia.
up. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, either way,
That's why that's why I root for those teams in soccer.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm like, they're from some shit, bro. Like,
I'm a big Senegal fan,
Yeah.
dude. I'm a big fucking.
that Hotel Rwanda shit though. They like killed like fucking like 4 million people in the matter of like 90 days. It was fucking crazy. Like it was like not that long of a time.
So
Yeah.
out of the 5 biggest atrocities in human history, with World War I being like most deaths over a certain span of time of a history. So World War II being number 1 and World War I being number
number
5. What are the 3 in the middle?
So overall, like
Overall, total.
wow, World War One was 5?
5.
Jesus Christ. I'll go with like a weird one. I'm gonna go with like the Genghis Khan, like Mongols.
That's number 2.
That's number 2.
I'm pretty sure
Okay.
that's number 2. I
right.
could be wrong. I don't know the exact order. I know what the 3 are,
All right.
but I don't know the order.
Yeah. Okay. So that's in there though.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's either number 2, 3, or 4. Yeah.
All right. And outside of that, I mean, I'll go with that one. The Hutus and
Yeah.
the whatever it is that
That's not in there.
it's not.
No.
Okay.
It's a weird one. You want to? It's in China.
It's in China. Oh, is it the fucking like the Mao?
The Taiping Rebellion.
Yeah, Taiping,
When
yeah,
that
when-
weird Christian dude took over the whole fucking country.
Yeah.
Which that's a cool history to learn about, dude. The Taiping Rebellion, a weird Christian cult, like a Mormon kind of thing, took over China, like in the 1860s, I think, and murdered like 100 million fucking people.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's bad.
China.
Jim Jones is sitting there like,
And then
Shit.
Rookie
and then-
numbers.
and then
Rookie
the-
numbers.
The other worst one is the other
Shit.
worst one is the conquest of the Americas.
Oh.
That's number either 4, 3, or 2.
yeah.
But it's
whatever.
the Huns, the colonization of the Americas, and the Taiping Rebellion
Yeah.
out of the 5, with World
Huh.
War 1 being or 5 and 2 being 1.
2 being 1.
Yeah, World War 2. Being
Oh, World War
yeah.
II being 1. Gotcha. Yeah.
Just
That's
a little fact.
Yeah.
Learned that the other day.
Yeah. There's something to brighten our days, you know?
Yeah, a bunch of fucking genocide and murder.
There you go.
History. Try listen to a history podcast.
episode 34. We're all getting drafted to World War III.
I ain't going. I come from a long
No,
line
you
of
guys
draft
are- you guys
dodgers
are
at this
good.
point.
You guys are good.
Yeah.
I'm fucked.
I would sign up.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm aged out now. I don't feel like I should be, but.
No, you guys are fine. What are you talking about,
Yeah.
you old fucks?
Yeah, well, no, but
I'm
now,
going, bro. Are you kidding me?
I got 3 boys. They ain't going to
Dude,
war.
try to
I'm
run a
murdering.
mile.
I'll run a mile right now,
Fucking
bro.
hell. You got it.
Zach would never make it out of fucking basic training. Somebody would yell at him and he'd be like, oh, yeah?
Yeah, dude, I'd get court-martialed and like fucking like put in like the fucking brig or whatever.
Bro, that is one of my favorite scenes that I have no business of like knowing with all the lack of movies that I've seen. But
Speaking of which, have you seen Braveheart?
no, not yet.
Really?
Actually,
Next time. Next
reneged
time.
on that.
How about Mel Gibson's house burning down in the fires? All of his Nazi memorabilia is fucking gone. dude.
Right after he went on Rogan and told
Yeah.
everybody what's really up.
Yeah.
Fuck, what the hell was I just talking about though?
Sorry. You're talking about movies?
Oh, with fucking Jack Nicholson and A Few Good Men
yeah.
when he's talking about defending the country.
You want me on the wall.
Hey, what
Yeah.
movie's that?
A Few Good Men.
You
Like
ever seen A
Tom
Few Good
Cruise
Men?
and Jack
fuck, I never
Nicholson.
seen- I
It's
love
like Jack
Nic- I
Nicholson's
love
most
Jack
famous role.
Really?
Yeah.
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. You don't think?
Dude,
I mean, I think it's-
Departed
that's
is
just it.
Jack
The-
Nicholson's most famous role.
No,
bro.
you can maybe even say The Shining, but this is probably. I think he won the Oscar for A Few Good Men.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, I'm just-
he plays like a fucking military, like a general or whatever. That's like
Oh,
in
shit.
Guantanamo Bay. And then like has a
What is that,
famous.
Cuban Missile Crisis type of thing.
No, it's actually I don't want to spoil it for you. You should watch it.
I'll
It's a
watch
fucking
it.
great movie.
I'll watch it.
But yeah, he plays the bad guy, but he's fucking awesome in it.
That's like my Dylon of.
Dylon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, my Dylon of Jack Nicholson movies is The Departed, though.
Okay.
That's the best, dude.
Yeah.
The part is the best.
What are you doing this for, Frank? You don't need the fucking money.
I don't know. I think The Departed is kind of overrated.
I love The Departed.
And, dude,
I love
I
Jack
watched-
Nicholson in The Departed because he doesn't fucking keep a Boston accent the entire time.
Yeah,
He goes
no.
in and out. He goes from being Jack Nicholson to being Jack Nicholson playing a fucking Boston guy.
Yeah.
Like,
It's kind of.
I'm in the Irish mob. I'm in the Irish mob. Like, he fucking changes it up all the time, dude.
Yeah, I don't think it. I don't even really like The Departed.
I
to be perfectly
rewatched like the
honest.
first. I rewatched
Yeah.
like the first half hour of it recently, and
town's
I was
way
like,
better.
it's kind of cheesy.
Yeah.
The town's better.
It's a
Yeah.
little uneven. It's kind of like it's how I feel about Gangs of New York. You ever see Gangs of New York?
Hate that movie.
Well, here's the thing: the first half of that movie is probably the best fucking movie ever made. But then the second half of the movie is like such like of a mess of and garbage and shit that it like ruins the
that's
first
what
half.
I'm saying. I
Yeah.
don't like the theatrics of
Yeah,
the
it's
fucking,
fucking
with the
ridiculous.
costumes and shit. I
Yeah.
think it's terrible, dude. Whatever. But that's just
And also
who made that? Who made that movie?
Scorsese.
Scorsese. It's a,
Yeah.
it's a yeah. That's probably least favorite Scorsese movie. I would say.
Yeah, but it has my favorite role in it. Like Daniel Day-Lewis is Bill the Butcher is like all time.
Yeah. No, I don't. Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone else sucks in it though. You ever see Gangs of New York?
Yeah.
You did. Wow. All right. You got to see Braveheart. Like
that's like the shit about
yeah.
like the dead rabbits, right?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
the old gangs and like I almost said the old gangs of New York. Like that wasn't the fucking title of the movie.
And like the butcher gives like that lady an abortion.
I don't remember
I
that.
don't remember
part.
I think
that
he
part.
cuts a baby out of her.
I don't think he does.
I think he does. She has like a scar that she hides or some shit from a fucking baby getting cut out of her.
I don't
from
know.
a guy that knows how to
Taxi
chop pigs up.
Driver Scorsese.
Bro,
Taxi Driver
That's my
Scorsese.
favorite.
let's go over
Scorsese
one
movie.
last thing about the fucking hospitality industry.
All right.
Are you guys aware of what a turkey leg is?
Yeah. Like a turkey leg?
Yeah.
Like a Renaissance fair turkey leg?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I thought you were talking about a term. Yeah, I know what a turkey leg is.
Yeah. That ain't no motherfucking turkey.
Are you talking about its
Yeah, it
ham?
is.
Yeah.
Is it really?
No. It's a turkey leg.
I
It's
just
not, bro.
I just saw this too. Some lady on TikTok was like, "Yeah, your turkey leg ain't no turkey leg.
It's
It's, a
ham.
ham. It's a
It's
ham.
ham."
It's a ham." And she going crazy, and everybody in the comments
And
either
then they
roasting
show
her or they're supporting her, and I don't know who the fuck to
Bro,
believe.
look at the fucking look at the
I mean, if you think about it though, turkeys aren't that fucking big.
Yeah, but
And-
it's not it's not their fucking leg, it's their fucking like leg.
their thigh.
Yeah.
yeah, but it makes more sense to be a pig though because they fucking raise those and slaughter them all the time.
Why? Well, they raise turkeys. And so, have you
it
ever
can't
eaten
be a
Thanksgiving
it can't
dinner?
Be a fucking. It can't be a fucking ham. They're
Yeah.
too small.
It's a fucking turkey.
I don't know, man. Maybe I got
Why would they call it a turkey leg?
I don't know, but I did see the video he's talking about. We're calling it a pig. They're calling it a ham.
Ham?
Yeah, she's like, you've been lied to your whole life. It's not really a turkey leg. It's a ham.
And then she shows you
What are her
she's holding.
credentials?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Does she work at a farm? Because if that's the case, then I'll be like, all right, yeah, word.
Bro, I mean, ham is fucking gross.
Well, yeah, it's basically just like pink slime packet. Like you talking?
Yeah.
Well, if it's like fucking a spiral ham or something, like an actual ham,
Yeah.
like that's
That's
good.
all right.
But yeah,
Yep.
like that fucking ham you get as a deli
Crackus
meat
ham?
chunk.
So I
Or-
used to
yeah.
eat Polish Crackus ham. You know the Crackus ham?
Yeah.
I didn't know it was just a fucking block of like spam until I
Yeah.
started working at a deli, and then I was like, I was like, no.
Yeah, it's just basically
Ruined
like
my whole fucking.
they just like fucking
childhood,
glue
dude.
all of like the shitty parts
Yes,
together
all
and
the
they're just like, let's
shitty-
slice
yeah,
that
oh,
shit.
it's terrible.
Yeah.
But like Boar's Head makes good ham.
Yeah. Or like Virginia
Yeah,
hams
Virginia
and shit.
ham's
yeah.
all right. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
You slice
I just
that.
took it off my list.
Yeah.
Well, it's not good for like cholesterol, I guess. It's fucking
Yeah.
salty, smoked meat. It's not the best for you. You shouldn't eat it all the time. But
Yeah.
it's not the worst.
But that shit that's a turkey leg.
I don't know,
Turkeys are
man.
fucking strong too. So yeah, their fucking legs are probably that big.
Well, you guys
like those
live.
motherfuckers could jump like 8 feet in the fucking air.
Where do you live?
Right now, Cumberland.
So do you see turkeys all
Oh,
the time?
all the fucking
So
time.
in Lincoln,
Yeah.
there's fucking turkeys everywhere. Do they come? And I like to bark at them and shit. So then they're fucking aggressive. They come.
Yeah,
at,
they come at you.
They come at you.
Yeah.
So they're not.
Yeah,
like-
you don't fuck around with
no, they
turkeys.
don't fuck around
Dude,
with
I
them,
have like
dude.
a
They're
fence.
assholes.
I have a fence in my backyard that's like my heightish, and I watch them all fucking day long, dude. Just
Do they
jump
hop over?
Dude, they in a single bound, like
Yeah,
just
fuck them,
boom,
dude.
fucking up.
Fuck 'em.
These things are like the fucking
They fucking nip. They peck.
yeah.
They,
No, they're
little
mean fuckers.
fucking assholes,
Yeah, they're
dude.
athletic too. So yeah, I can believe they're fucking. They got legs like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Now that you say that, yeah.
Yeah.
I was trying to think, because maybe, because you know how they mass produce shit all the time. Like Aldi's got in trouble for having horse meat
Yeah.
years back. You know what I mean? That's why I won't buy.
Yeah, but
any
it like
meat
has
at
a bone
Aldi's.
in everything, so that leads me to believe it's got to be off of some animal. And then why?
Yeah, where the
I-
fuck is that coming off of a
Yeah.
pig? Yeah.
And also,
For
I got to
sure.
imagine anyway that it must be cheaper to
Dude, it
fucking.
could be a pig's fucking calf, though. No? Because that bone could be the fucking foot, like the ankle joint.
Yeah, I
and
mean,
that could be
it could be, but I'm just saying, like, what is the purpose of that?
I'm back on it being a bird leg.
Yeah.
Sorry that I brought it up.
Yeah, you're fucking me up. I'm gonna do my research when I get home.
I just want everyone to know that this is the first time that one of your conspiracy theories you openly admitted, like, by the end of our discussion, like, you know what? Never mind. I guess I was wrong.
I must have had some tap water today
Yeah.
by mistake.
All right.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
All right, give me a fucking like, share, and subscribe. What the fuck?
Thanks for coming, bud.
Yeah.
You want to come on next week? I don't think we have anyone else.
Yeah. I mean, I'll fuck it. Why not?
Yeah.
I hope I didn't bring it down.
Nah,
Yeah, you were good.
it was wonderful. I
Yeah.
enjoyed myself.
I didn't shit on you once for wearing your Yukon shirt. So
Yeah, why, dude? Come on. Fucking basketball team, come on. Best basketball team. We won fucking a bowl game this year, dude.
Connecticut sucks.
Nah, actually, the basketball team sucks this year.
Yeah.
Number 19 out of the nation.
Oh,
They should
dude.
be up there.
Dude, I can't believe they're number 19.
No, I can't.
Dude.
Fuck you.
All right. Fuck you. I'm out of here.